All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Sunday nighttime stream. It's like a bonus stream. I'm supposed to have Sundays off, but I'm instead hanging out with you. The bonus Sunday stream. All right, I bet you guys are happy I'm here. We're going to call this bonus Sunday stream. We're going to say Mew close. And what else is close? Technically, the Team Rocket Pack is close. The trade break is close. We're going to say Bubble Mew. Bubble Mew is close. And Sylveon's not super hot. What else is really close? What are people buying into? I'll say new Naruto tin break. All right, there we go. Very nice. The bonus Sunday stream. Not guaranteed, but it is here tonight. I got some music playing. I assume you can't hear it, which is kind of a bummer. I haven't figured that out. Oops. We're going live for Sunday night. Starting real late. It's because I woke up real late. I woke up at like 1:30. Oops. So I ran in here and started getting everything ready. I was working on the PSA submission today. It's not ready to be posted, but I did get progress on it. So the PSA submission is going out. Let's see. Offer received. I listed something that allowed for an offer. Let's see what the offer is. Ace of Spades. I got an offer for the Ace of Spades Mudkick. I wonder if I should accept that. Let me climb in here. Boop, 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 boop. All right, that is unlocked. And we'll plug this in. Good. And actually, okay, that's at 38. Tell you what, we'll let's charge the phone first. Let's start there. Let's charge the phone first. So we got both things need charging. I should have had that plugged in the whole time. Hello, good night. I got scared you might not go live 10 minutes ago. I literally thought, oh yeah, he doesn't stream Sunday. Yeah, sometimes I don't stream Sunday. The last couple of weeks I have streamed on Sunday. And you know what? The Sunday stream is pretty good. It's like it's not a costless thing to not run this stream. We lose sales if we don't run this. Ooh, this song sounded nice. C418, Septic Shock. That's cool, man. I don't think I've heard this one in a while. Okay, it says I sent a payment to Mr. Aovic. He has sold me a jungle booster pack. Looking forward to receiving that. I can see I was using my credit card all over the place today. I was all over the place today. Do you guys follow me on Discord? Let me show you that Discord QR code. I was just posting pictures to the Discord chat because let me turn this down now. It's too loud now. I post my goings on in life over there. And we went to Springfield. We live in Lake of the Ozarks, but we live on the very southern tip of it. So we have kind of a short drive to Springfield, Missouri. That's our closest city. And actually, I think Jefferson City is technically the closest city. Jefferson City is. But Jefferson City is not that large. Springfield is. Springfield's a larger city. So I think it's the third largest city in Missouri. And so we go down there for fun every now and then. Is that shipping info good? Let me double check. I haven't moved, so let's see. Yep, that's correct. All right. Oh, man. What a day, though. I overheated today, man. It was like so nice out at the beginning of the day. They had this big art event in Springfield, and we had to park really far away from it to get a nice spot to park. So we didn't get very close to the event. And we had to walk like pretty far in the heat. It was like a 20-minute walk one way and 20-minute walk back, right? And when the day started, it was nice and cool, but it was a high of 80 And when the sun gets right up above you in the sky and there's no shade, you're just getting roasted. And I didn't have like a hat on or anything. I was getting roasted, dude. So we're out there at this art event and we're looking at pieces of art all day. And I'm just the whole time I'm like sweating and getting roasted and roasted and roasted. And I was already kind of tired from the walk in, right? Like, so we walk in, it's a little 20-minute walk, but so we get started, some energy gets used, and then we walk around the art fair for like, I want to say like 45 minutes. So we've already walked like an hour and five. Then we got to walk all the way back to the car, and it's just like this brutal heat. It's not a very far walk technically, but it's the heat, man. And I was just getting roasted the whole time. And man, I swear to God, I do so bad when I overheat, man. So then we go to Golden Corral and I eat like this huge meal after being roasted in the sun for a while. And it's just not a good combo, especially because I'm on that GLP-1, the Wegovy. So I'm like eating this big meal and I know I shouldn't. And I'm overheated and I got like this horrible headache eventually. And that was my day. But wow, it was exciting. It was an exciting event. It was very interesting to go there. I hadn't been to a quote unquote art fair in a while. They had those in St. Charles, Missouri back in the day, but I haven't gone to one in a very long time. A guy I know really needed money, so I got an LP Shining Charizard for 800. I feel a bit bad, but that's all I had at the moment, and he wanted to accept it. That's because it's a fake Charizard. Ooh. I saw Karis working on a new drawing. She was drawing some stuff, personal stuff, but she's also working on a new Pokemon. I think being at the art fair kind of inspired her a little bit. Anthony Rodriguez for the Poker Magmar 8. Poker Magmar 8. That has to be something in the Discord server. Is that right? I don't think that that's going to be up on the table. So this is one of the first orders. We're going to the 8s and lower channel. I'm scrolling. Is it going to be in here? Poker Magmar 8. It's not up on the table, is it? You hear Mr. Anthony? I don't see him. Let's see. First order, Poker Magmar 8. Where is he? Yeah, so eventually I get like this really bad. Okay, I didn't see him in the 8s, the 9s and 8s channel. Let me see it again. Poker Magmar 8. I guess we'll check the table first. First, the food made Mr. sick. Now the acid brought back the cough. PR. There's a Bowser. Ooh, Bowser. Is up here? That's a Dedenne. Wait, let's do this. Oh, no, that's Kadabra. What is he talking about? Anyways, the I had things to say about the fair that we went to. The art fair was very interesting. I learned a lot from it, I guess. Well, one of the first things I learned is that man, society's different. When I went there, well, first of all, you have to understand Springfield's an interesting city. It's like almost all white people. I took a picture of it and shared it in Discord, and it's like an ocean of white people. There's hardly any diversity at all. So that's really weird because I grew up in St. Louis, which is pretty diverse. And Springfield somehow is not diverse at all. I felt like I was like in some city in Europe. It ironically felt like almost not like a place in America because it was so white. But then also, it was crazy. So this is an art fair, and it was like every other person had to have been gay or something. I was like looking at myself in the mirror. I'm like, am I gay now? But yeah, so I didn't really experience that growing up, and I think it's part of like how things have changed over time. It is, maybe that's what gay people do is they go to art fairs or something. I don't know, but dude, I'm not even exaggerating. Like every other person had like, I don't think I've ever seen so many girls with beards before. Whole bunch of girls with beards, like full on beards, and they want you to know they got a beard. And they got like tie dye beards. I'd never seen that before. There was just so much of it. It was like, okay, I was looking at it going, this is just a new world we live in. but there were guys doing the same thing. Obviously, there was a lot of that, and there were a lot of two guys hand in hand, and I was like, wow, it's just so different from what I grew up with when I was a kid. You only turn gay when you think about it. That's true. I'm looking for the Magmar 8. I'm not seeing it. It said Poker Magmar 8. It's not something he had in Slab Away, right? Let me check. Let me check his Slab Away next. Hold on. I figured part of it was because oh no wait, he's got Poker Green Charizard. Never mind. Okay, I thought maybe it was something in Slab Away. So we're still going through the eights channel. Anyways, it was just really, really, really different than when I was a kid, and I think obviously it made sense for that event, but I was just really surprised by it. Yeah. There were a lot of really unhealthy looking people too. That was the other thing I noticed. There were a lot of people who just looked like they'd never been outside of their home in like a couple of years or something. And I was like, wait a second, that's me. I haven't been outside my home. No, that's not true though. I kind of go out a little bit. Nope. Ugh. All right. So I officially have no clue what he's talking about. I did not find a Magmar 8. I have no clue what that was for. Poker Magmar 8. Did you end up did you end up the kitchen up to my order yet? Hey, what's up, man? Mr. Dustin, we just started. I'm on this hunt for a Magmar 8 poker card, but I could not find it. Anthony sent money for it, and it's just not here, so I don't know what he's buying. I just went through the entire 8 box, and I went through the table too. The other thing I learned is people don't make very good art. That was the other thing I learned. So I was there, and I don't want to disparage the artists because they work hard, and I really respect all the work they do to make the those little art tents and all that. But man, there's a lot of cheap looking art. There's so much art that feels like it's a simple like Walmart product and not like something that really changes me or like affects me when I look at it. Like there were just all these doodads and knickknacks, and I was like, it almost seems like you're just making something to sell at the festival. And like, I don't feel moved by any of this. There were a lot of like photography boosts, where it's like guys just took a picture of something and they want money for it. You walk up to the photography image, and it was just like, yeah, that'll be $500. What? It was interesting because I almost felt like, well, what would stop somebody from just finding an image like this on I don't know Google Images or something, and then just printing it really well, or you know what I mean? Like, I was like, photography immediately felt like it almost wasn't art at all, just a way to ask for money. Yeah, I took a picture of something pretty, give me money for it. Mr. Sturdaway, how's your airway situation? Any better? I'm still coughing, unfortunately. Mr. Sturdaway to grade an expensive card with PSA, not have to deal with a huge upcharge if it comes back a high value grade. I'm not exactly how it works. No, they will upcharge you if they consider the form of grading you chose too cheap and your card does get a 10, they will upcharge you. It's a side effect from COVID. Ladies grow beards. What's up, Sultan Gamer? Yeah, so there were a lot of people that you could tell were on like like hormones or something like that. And there's just it was just a lot. Like there were just guys walking, holding hands, or they got their little puppy dog with them. There's just tons of that. It's all over the place. And I just felt like I don't know, like society's very, very open minded now and very, very changed sexually, I suppose. Get well soon. Wishing you got good speed. Thank you, man. Let's see. I buy slabs, I never grade, so I wasn't sure the process. You buy slabs, you never grade. Let me go ahead and write this down for Mr. Anthony Rodriguez here. I was almost thinking, like, if everyone's gay, who's going to have any babies? you know, it's not really a question you'd really consider before because, you know, but now it's almost like, whoa, somebody's got to be straight almost. Let's see. I would think it was more conservative over there. Glad to hear people aren't scared of being themselves. Yeah, here we are. That's what I was thinking too. It was very very fascinating. Let's see. Here's Mr. Ahmad Arabi. What's up, man? 3 Ascended Heroes. We got you. Let's get you taken care of. All right. Okay. There was some live music, and I was sitting in the grass at some point in the shade going, this is pretty bad. They are. Very Midwest vibes music. All right. Very good. I felt like I was shopping at Hobby Lobby while I was listening to it, which perhaps is appropriate for an art festival. But yeah, I was like, where's the art? Where's the passion? Where's the fiery passion? There we go. I did find a couple of woodworkers there, though. Those were really cool. I like the woodworking booths. I'm really familiar with woodworking, so I can tell when somebody makes something cool. And it's hard to produce something special when you're working with wood because wood's not it's not quite like Play-Doh. So there's some cool woodworking booths, and I really liked those. Woodworking is expensive too, by the way. There was like one booth had like metalworking in it, so that was pretty cool. Um, but again, not very sophisticated. When I was when I did a lot of woodworking, I was eventually learning about metalworking, and metalworking is pretty fascinating. I actually felt myself like I would be interested in trying metalworking if I went into working with like art and stuff. All right, let's see. He said everyone would be gay, so test tube babies are the only option. Yeah, bring on the test tube babies, man. Hey guys, I see we got 34 people and 4 likes. Smash that like button. I woke up for you guys. Hit that like button if you like the Sunday stream. Let me know if you like it, okay? Every big news station punches being fat, weak, and gay, so not surprising. And like Fuentes said, matter the ratings, they have unlimited funding. What'd you say? For every 2 gays, there's 1 guy who has a kid with 5 women, so maybe it will even out. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I don't think you're seeing that as much. I think that was like that was something that was kind of rare. But yeah, so Springfield, Missouri, very white, very gay, especially at the art festival. And the art, very mediocre art. I don't know what to say. There was some hand-drawn art I noticed. So some artists were drawing by hand, and it was okay. There was a lot of clay. You know, I'm talking about like coffee mug, clay cups, and crap like that. And you know what? I was like, what am I looking at, bro? They went like $70 for like a cup made out of clay. And I'm like, 70 freaking dollars. What are you talking about? So a lot of those booths existed, and it was kind of like not art, dude. It was a product, it was not art. And I realized art moves you. Art's daring. Art's like thoughtful. Art's complicated. It should have some complexity to it that makes me think this guy worked on this, you know? And so yeah, I don't know. I feel like we don't encourage enough people to get into art, perhaps. Maybe that's almost like a stereotype, the person who went into art, now they're not making very much money. And I wonder how many smart people are working on software, or they got a job in nursing or some other high paying job. And so now we have no artists, you know? Society back in the like maybe like 60 years ago, there weren't so many software engineers. So maybe all those guys who today are software engineers, maybe some of them in the past were geniuses and they were into making art, maybe making music. And now all those smart people are doing software or something. I don't know. But where are they all? The art felt so replicatable. It was that was what stood out to me the most. But also I think I realized as I walked through the fair, I realized who makes the art matters extremely strongly as well. Like so for example, King Charles just visited the USA, and if he drew like a picture of Windsor Castle or something, he drew it by hand and made it real nice. Well, I would want to collect that, and then I'd hang it up on a wall in my home. Be like King Charles, King Charles painted that, and so I think art's kind of moving over to who drew it because nowadays paintings and images are so easy to acquire with the internet, and you've seen so much on the internet that I think there's a stronger need within the art uh, collectors, sort of like what would you call it? There's such a high need within the creation of art for the art to have a history of being drawn or written by someone that you care about. You know, you have to care about the story behind the art almost, is my point. All right, let's put you said you need a bag. Let's get you a fresh bag. I appreciate the order. You're picking up Ultra Ball and a bunch of hollows this time. I liked the Team Rocket Mimic You hollow. I put them all in a sleeve together. Why are usually engineers the one with latent abilities? Here we are. You know how we often say stuff like, oh, music used to be so good in the 80s? What changed? And one of my theories is that everyone stopped doing music and started doing like software and stuff. All the smartest people in your society are doing engineering and software because that's what everyone tells them to do. And so you're missing these guys in the art community and in the rock and roll community. They're not doing that anymore. They got a surefire way to make money now, and it's with the software. Here we go. My mom's a fantastic artist. She's a nurse, but before that, she would draw and paint, make stained glass. Yeah, see, so everybody's going for like these conservative, high-paying jobs and not making any art. And then you go to an art fair, all of your modern art just looks like something you'd find on like, I don't know. It looks like something that could have been imported from China. It looks like something you'd just buy on Etsy or something like that. But that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? But art should have a certain level of complexity to it, a certain level of skill to it. The artist, I think, matters these days. So who made this art matters these days. Um, I think the internet has ruined us to a certain degree, right? Kind of ups the ante. I can see anything I want from anywhere on the internet. So your photograph of like a bush is not worth $500, bro. What are you talking about? But I did see some good paintings, believe it or not. Some of them were pretty good. It's just they were so rare, they were so few and far in between. Next up, we have Mr. Carlos Chiveris, 3 Nikkei Precious. You got it, man. Oh, right. We couldn't find that yesterday. So if you guys give me a moment, I have to go find some Nikkei Precious. I'll be right back. All right, I'll be right back. Aha! I put it with the Weiss product where it doesn't belong. That's why I couldn't find it. Look at that. I stepped away to get some product and we instantly lose like 6 people. Jesus Louise, dude. All right. Got that cough going, man. Weiss is about to be 10 packs a box before they're cutting down the bulk. Oh, okay. Interesting. Weiss Brown Dust 2 about to hit. Yeah. Cool, man. So check it out. We got whole boxes of this Nikkei Precious, guys. Give it a try. 10 packs per box. See that? Give this a try. I got some sitting around in here. Good. Nikkei Precious is one of the products that's actually selling. People are buying it. They're going, oh, you got some of that? Hopefully he stocks it. 1, 2, 3. Long queue. No, I don't think so. We just started. We only have 38 people in here. I don't think we got a long queue. I don't even think it's possible. You never know, actually. I guess one of the orders can be pretty large. All right, you ready? Very good. All right. What do we got? Oh, you know, we were talking about art, and I feel like back in the day, you had some famous artists. Oh, here's a star card. It's Water Girl or something. And when you look at their art, it's like highly detailed, highly sophisticated. You can have a conversation about the art piece. Oh, the stuff at the art fair wasn't like that. A lot of it was just sort of like, ooh, look at this painting of a tiger, bro. It didn't have any meaning, or there wasn't much to interpret from it. It was more like just an image. It's definitely an image. That's not you. That's Carlos Sura. Aha, here you are. All right, Carlos, you had a good day yesterday with these. Can I order a $40 buy-in? $40 buy-in of what? You can buy $40 or something, yeah. It's the music cutting in and out Sultan. Oh yeah, we got music playing, and I guess the audio tries to cut the music out. All right. Savannah Whoa! Savannah So, how's it going, bro? Feel like we haven't seen you in a while. All right, give me a moment here. Let me grab some more of these energy cards. Come on now. All right, nice to see you, Mr. Savannah. Savannah, as you know, we continue to host some of the coolest Pokemon breaks on the internet, and we always will. So I'm glad you're here hanging out with us. We never really stopped. We just keep going and 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 going. When's the last time you were here, man? We are. Snip of this. Oh, yeah. We streamed pretty well yesterday. I don't know if you guys remember yesterday. That was a busy ass stream. Wait time started getting up to like an hour long, and it was crazy. Hey, there we go. Been a while, maybe a year. Sweet. Well, welcome back, man. Put this over here. Here's the jumbo pack break, everybody. Has one person in it now. We need 3 people in here. The jumbo pack break. That's always a bit of fun. Did you guys catch the Naruto 10? 1 in 3. Somebody's already in here. We need 2 more people, and this goes off. This is a 4 booster pack tin with 2 promo cards on the inside. You can open it, or you can pay a little extra to have me ship it. This is for sale, a whole box of Adventure Time Card Wars for $80. Our box is way cheaper than the price on eBay. That's because people are selling it back to me, and then I'm getting it at a better price and lowering my price. So it's a good opportunity. Here we are. Woo! Very good. That Bubble Mew only gives you a 1 in 30 odds. So I hope you like losing $40 because a lot of people are going to lose $40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. All right, so you made it in. Congratulations. Looks like we're going to be choosing a new rare candy in a moment here, guys. We have an order from Joseph Smith, 1 Ascended Heroes and 1 Triplet Beat. You got it. Now, this music's not very good. I'll turn that down. Okay. Your eBay listing has sold. Really? Oh, the Azumarill poker card. All right. So Triplet Beat. Where are we hiding Triplet Beat? I actually don't know which box that would be in. Just taking a brief look. Looks like it's in this box. No problem, Mr. Night Owl. It's nice to see you again. Come over more often, man. Our channel has never changed. We keep putting up high quality breaks. They keep going off. It's, if every booster pack is an RNG product, like this right here, this is also an RNG product, but it's so nice because your money goes straight toward a hit, instead of toward maybe a booster box that has no hits in it. And the card's already graded 10. Not bad. Snip of this. Pokemon's gone crazy, huh, guys? What do you think about the current market, everybody? I heard about how the Pokemon vending machines are being shut down. Did you guys hear about that? I also heard about that girl who got, I think, killed. Was it in another country? I can't remember. Yeah. I was cooking at the time, so I didn't hear every detail. But Rattle was posting a video about how some girl got killed in another country over Pokemon or something. Oof, heavy stuff, man. That's why you gotta stay strapped these days. That's right. I'm gonna start wearing a gun on my hip all day long. Shoot myself in the butt by accident. Joseph Smith. All right, Joseph. Nothing too crazy coming out. It's just two booster packs. So you would need a mega snipe to occur in that case. There you go, Joseph. In Chile, right? Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was in Chile. Hey, check it out. The trade break is one spot away. You can buy in here for $20, or you can trade $20 of Pokemon cards for a spot in there. That's the $20 trade break. Why is it so pricey? In this case, it's $100, right? 20 times 5. It's a staff card. That's Staff Meganium. There's the Mega Evolution stamp, and there's the staff. Cool. The current market seems high, but I believe by next year, we will wish it was what it is. Excuse me now. Yeah, it's pretty hot, and I don't think it's slowing down yet. Here's Eddie Mendoza, 1 in the Bubble Mew. This brings it up to 28. All right. Good luck. This Bubble Mew is going off tonight, guys. It's going off tonight. I might as well just keep the bag out. If we have a slow moment, we might as well start looking for the next rare candy break. Thank you, Mr. Eddie. Next up, Andrew A. Martin makes it in. All right. Pitch Black is going to be a banger. Hopefully. There we go. Going to be 28. Good. I thought that Ninja Spinner was kind of quiet, not a lot of fanfare. Wait. This should say 29. Whoa. We're gonna mark this red. Good. What is this music? Let's do a different I can listen to anything I want now, huh? Since the music's not making it to the background, huh? Well, I'd probably turn on maybe this C418 Circle album. Let that play for a second. All right, good. It's 29. We have Miss Six. She wants 1 live custom. You got it, Six. Here you go. Boop. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. That's Miss Six picking up a live custy. Oh my gosh, Six. No luck, I'm afraid. All right. That's no good. That Golden Corral looks sublime. Did you guys see the pictures of Golden Corral? I'm telling you, the bill was $44, I believe, with drinks, $44. And where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Look at this, man. Look at this juicy ass steak and mashed potatoes. You can have all the sides you want. There's sides all over the place. You see a little fried catfish right there or something. And I think that is the best steak I've ever tasted at any restaurant. Okay, because I've been to a bunch of steakhouses now. You know, you got all these franchises like Applebee's, Chili's, Longhorn. Sadly, we don't have a Texas Roadhouse next to us, but I've been to all these other steakhouses in my lifetime. I've ordered a lot of steak, guys. Golden Cross steak, interestingly, tastes the best. It has like a true barbecue grill flavor to it. It's got this smoky, slightly burnt flavor. Uh, it's not microwaved. A lot of these places are microwaving their steak. Did you know that? They show it, people reveal it on TikTok. They're like, here's how we make your steak, right? So they reveal the secrets on the internet. And with Golden Corral, they just cook it right on a grill, a fiery grill, right in front of you, and people line up for it. Big, thick, juicy, a little bit bloody. They got good steak, but sometimes the steak guy at mine skims out the F out. Yeah, yeah. Actually, when it comes to Golden Corrals, experiences may vary because you get an experience that reflects the people that go there. So there's some yucky Golden Corrals. I've been to some bad ones. All right, sorry, Six. Jack Gray, happy Star Wars Day. Oh, it's May the 4th today, isn't it? Okay, cool. 2025 top Star Wars and one Japanese Sneaker Bunko Volume 2. All right, do we have Sneaker Bunko set up? We are. Mr. Jack, thank you so much. All right, I didn't catch that at first, but we'll probably do that for Monday. Since today is Monday, we'll have a Monday stream. Star Wars, where is it? Got all these Halo packs. I think I can put them back here now, huh? Good, they fit back there. Here's what's crazy about the Golden Corral steak. You never have to worry about getting a portion size too small because you can just go get more. You never have to worry about your steak being overcooked or undercooked because if you don't like your slice of steak, you can just go get more. They're cooking it on the fire grill when you walk in the door. You pay for your meal, so you don't have to sit there and wait for the check. You just grab a plate and you say, "Give me medium rare." And then a big, chill-looking guy goes, "Shink," and he gives you a big slice of nice, sweaty steak, and it's just so good tasting. My God. Then you just sit down and eat. Everything's ready to go. They got all kinds of vegetables. They got good mashed potatoes. I get nachos, by the way, when I'm there. They got nachos. They got crunchy tortilla chips, and then they got the nacho cheese, obviously. They got some nice ground beef. It's sort of like a taco meat. And you can make various like meals out of that. And I like to do a little nachos. We are nachos and steak. Ooh, damn, bro. I stopped eating at buffets years ago. Always over, eat and walk out feeling like poo. Not me. Man, I love them, dude. There's nothing for someone like me. They're perfect. They waste the least amount of time. But I just can't believe that the price is so good too. Like, oh my God, dude, how's this price so damn good? If I ate the equivalent amount of food at a steakhouse, that would have cost me $60 to $70 after the tip. Whoa, Mr. Jack, look at this. Hey, hey, all right, looking good. I love it. It's the ATST Walker. Cool, man. He got a sketch signal, or he got a sketch card out of his pack. That's neat. Look at that. I know that'll make Mr. Mike's side a little jealous. Here we go. Ooh, yeah. Did anyone buy the last Mew spot? Mr. Team Rocket Grunt is asking. This guy was so not needed. This actor, the Queen of Naboo. All right, Jack, popping in, having a booster, getting some good luck. That's what Pokemon pack, or in this case, Star Wars pack opening, is all about. A little bit of good luck. Let's jump up here. I believe your baggie would be. Well, let's check the Jack box first. Jacob, 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 Jacob. A lot of Jacobs in the Jack box. Here we are. I've been to like 4 different Golden Corrals now. Well, this is just full of Jennifer Yapsa stuff. So we must need a new bag for you, huh? All right, there we go. Oh, yeah. So sweet. Jack, I made a new bag for you. Let me know if that's not correct. Oh, he said new bag in the actual order right at the end. Here you go, Mr. Jack. There you go. If you don't want that card, sell it back to me. I'll buy it from you, okay? That's one of the new things you can do on this table, by the way, guys. You can have me sell your raw card right on the table. If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would you choose? Ramen. I guess ramen. I don't know. I like ramen a lot. Here's Joseph Smith. One Pokey Shuffle Snipe. You got it. One Pokey Shuffle Snipe coming from our friend Joseph Smith. Happy Sunday night, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. I had a pretty busy Sunday. Darn. I'm tempted to get a Costco membership in Springfield, Missouri. We don't go there super often, Springfield, but it's like we go there enough that I think it would be useful to have that. Could go buy some stuff at Costco. Why didn't you do that for my Star Wars cards? I'm sorry, man. Oh, offer to buy them? So we're thinking of change. Back then we weren't doing that. So we're thinking of changing how we operate the table and offering consignment on ungraded cards. We are. Let's see. Ramen with some sushi on the side. The rule is it has to be a valuable card for the most part. But oh, 6 finished the break. Here goes. There we go. Yeah, at the time we weren't doing it, nor was I considering it. But as time went by, we very recently decided we might experiment with it. You'll notice if you look, Mr. Brandel, there are no raw cards for sale. So we just very, very recently thought about trying this, experimenting with it. Okay, so wait, the bag is here. It's Miss Sarah. Hey, what's up, Miss Sarah? I was one of the first to ask you. No, there's people who have asked me to sell raw cards before. Actually, this happened quite a few times, and I've always rejected it. And only very recently have I wanted to give it a try. I think it's because I perceived one of the things I've been changing on the table is I'm trying to increase my exposure to running into raw cards that I might be interested in myself. So the trade break does that a little bit, and selling people's cards on raw cards on consignment exposes me to that as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's count this up. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is. 30. 30. 30. How you doing tonight, Brandon? That's the hit counter. There's no star spot in this break. I hope you guys are ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right. There we go. Ho ho. All right. Let's start sleeving these. Let's start filling these. Okay. Okay. All right. When it comes to helping people sell raw cards, I might limit it to just cards that have been pulled out of booster packs we handled. I think part of that is to maintain sort of like a consistency with the cards to make sure that um, we don't run into any scenarios where we run into like cards that had gotten manipulated at some point. You know, like let's say you buy a card from a guy at a convention and then you send it over to me and one of our guys in our group buys it and it turns out the card is like doctored or something, right? Like blue ink or something like that. Well, I don't really want to have to deal with that personally. Here we are. Can I send cards graded for consignment breaks? Ones that have, yeah. Yeah, you mean like slabs? Absolutely. Here we are. You can send slabs in. There we go. We'll recount these later. Um, I'd like to choose a couple miniature hits for this break. It's so large. Let's add 3. We got 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 additional pulls. That's 1 every 10 packs. All right, so 3 lucky people will include a special bonus pull. Okay. And now this is the main pull. That's what you want. Okay, good. Let's start shuffling. It's a big shuffle, guys. We got a big break coming in. That is the Rare Candy Mew break. He's a big deal. We used to host that break for like, I don't know, like 13 spots per round. Do you guys remember that? I think we used to host this Mew break at like 13 spots per round. I skipped the video, 6 wins. Tyler says I came at the right time. Very good, man. Very good. Glad this Mew's going off. 2 more days of work. What's up, Miss Dusenberry? It's a real big one. Well, that's shuffle number 2. Okay, we'll do a couple of these. And shuffle number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So these are looking pretty good. Give me a number to split the deck. Split the deck, everybody. Brandon says 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's been split in half. Set that there for the moment. Now we're going to count the names up. Got back from El Paso, doing good. They lost my luggage. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30. So it all lines up. You know, this is all very important because if the numbers don't add up, it's not a legitimate run. That's how it goes. If the numbers don't add up, it's not a real run. Oh, what the hell? They didn't fold into each other. Okay. Manually splitting them perfectly. All right. Oops. Okay. Give me a number to split the deck. Went to BTS concert with my sisters who live in New Mexico. It was a short 3-day visit. Now back to work. Sweet. 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The list of names is split in half. So now we have RNG. Now we've got randomness, which is what we want. We want randomness. It's taking forward too much. Here goes. Could be on number 1, Chris Abruzzo. Let's see. Sorry, Chris. Eddie Mendoza. Come on, don't stick. Joseph Smith. Oh, you're going to pick up the rufflet. I think this is called rufflet, right? Joseph Smith, 1 rufflet. There you go. Softens the blow a little bit. Here's Miss 6. Sorry, 6. Houndour puppy dog. 6 again. Your 2 spots got shuffled next to each other. How's that possible? Isn't that funny? Here's Jonathan Cham. Here's Eddie Morales. Could it be Eddie Morales? Wow. Eddie Morales. Eddie Morales. Is that short for Eddie Berto? Hold on, wait a second. Who's Eddie Morales? We have an Ediberto Mendoza. We have an Eddie Morales. Yeah, we do. Why is my brain blanking on it? Hold on, let me look it up. Yeah, Eddie Morales. He sent his order. It looks like on May 3rd. One spot in the bubble mew. That's him. Eddie Morales. You know, sometimes we call Eddie Berto Mr. Eddie, so that's why I got a little confused there. Wow. Damn, dude. So the card came out a little early. Now we have to finish this here. Eddie Morales, the big winner. Here's Rafael. Here's Eddie Mendoza. All right. Jonathan Fernandez. Bill Barron. Mr. Bill Barron was in here. Bill Barron, he once won the mega break. He pulled a big card out of the mega break. Joshua Rose. Raphael. Let's see if Mr. Eddie Morales had a single spot. Eddie Mendoza. You're picking up a Joker card here. It's a little bonus. That's gradable, by the way. Mr. Eddie Mendoza. Philip Adornado. Ah, there's the other one for Philip. Okay, set this here to the side. We'll put those into their bags in a minute. Nathan Norman. Jonathan Fernandez. Stephen Chang. Sorry, Stephen. Here's Stephen Chang. So funny. So many names showed up right next to themselves. Savannah Ruth. So thanks for popping in, Savannah Ruth. Here's Jennifer Yap. It's nice seeing Jennifer hanging out with us. Chensek Vong. Jeff Leon. You got to take a shot at a break like this, you know. Chensek Vong. Beatrice Manes. Both Eddie and Johnny from the stream are my coworkers. Really? That's so cool, man. Chris Abruzzo. Andrew Martin. Nathan Norman. And Jennifer Yap. Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate it. Mister, what's your favorite Alice in Chains song? I don't know, Man in the Box. Oh, wow, dude. That's awesome. So I'm still dealing with the little cough, it seems. Very annoying. Put this over here. Huh. Put this over here. Grab the hits counter, bring it up to, what is that, 5.8. He's going to trade this back, I'm sure. He has the option of keeping the hits counter. Nutshell by Allison Chain. Ooh. All right. Woo. Tossing this here. Wow. So we host breaks where you can pull this card for 40 bucks. Pretty amazing. Eddie Morales, the one spot snipe. Very lucky. Let's get him in here. Crazy, 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 crazy. That's going to be in the breaks history. Meteor Rare Candy. Eddie Morales. Occurring at the 53-minute mark. Wait, it's been 53 minutes since we started. What the hell? How? How's it been so long? Doesn't it feel like we've only been here together for like a second? How's it already been that long? All right. So this does go to Mr. Eddie Berto. I can't remember. You just shipped, didn't you? You just shipped. You got real lucky and we shipped you something. It's Brandon's fault. Come on, Brandon. All right. Ugh. So Eddie's a coworker of yours. That's so cool. We are. Did you introduce him to the stream or did he introduce you to the stream? We are. Yeah, it's a huge win. We love Brandon. We're going to say Alberto Mendoza. These are fresh poker cards. You don't want to lose them. Darn, guilty. All right, here's Philip. Philip got the other one. And I can see his bag from here because we put a label on top of it. That really works. We put a label on the top. Philip Adornado. How about that, guys? Him and Jonathan Fernandez introduced me to the stream. Oh, that's so cool, man. Very nice. All right, very good. Well, there it goes. You guys heard that. Sarah was introduced to the stream by somebody already hanging out here. That shows you that, um, giving out a recommendation to a friend or a coworker or to a sibling about whether you think the stream is good or not kind of is important. We are? All right. Well, that's super cool, man. Wow, wow, wow. That is the end of the rare candy break. And so now we have this moment where we can pick a new rare candy break. Rare candy breaks tend to be pretty pricey. They tend to be about $1,000. That's what defines them. We got options. That Mew was top tier stuff. Ooh, that looks kind of nice. Sylveon VMAX. Okay. All right. Zapdos 1100. Huh? Oh, another one of those Snorlaxes. Gold Star Embryon. That's kind of cool. How many spots left in the Rocket Split? I think there's like four. Well, it might be 5 spots left. Actually, I can't remember. Oh, man, it would be nice to host that. I think we're out of time on that one. I think we just hosted a Gengar Mimikyu, didn't we? Dark Charmeleon's a possibility. That might be a possibility. You're looking at some possible rare candies here, guys. What are you guys thinking about these right here, huh? What are you thinking about these? At Magikarp, still very good business. I like this Sun and Moon one, but I don't know what it costs. I haven't looked at them in a long time. He might be out of our range now. These are cheaper. Gardevoir is too expensive. Is it really the Altart Gardevoir? Maybe I should just sell that one. That's possible. The Umbreon. Bum, 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 bum. That Gengar could go up into the live customs or something. He's pretty cool. I like him. I like those. Charizard's pretty cool as well, but I think he's actually a little bit on the cheap side. I think he might be too cheap. I have to have like boxes defined as like rare candy, lightning break. I don't do that. I don't sort them that way. So it makes it harder later to find out where. Oh my god. He's nice. That guy's an 8. We put him up there, but he didn't move. Charizard, huh? Cherryzard. Who wants the Cherryzard, huh? Cherryzard's always good. I want a Charizard. I want a Charizard. Staffed Tyranitar is an option. Here's a Gengar. We're going to get to all your orders, so you feel free to place an order, but we got to pick a rare candy out. There's another staff card. Ooh, that Cabalion's pretty nice. From Black and White. I don't even think Dark Slowbro is possible anymore. So here are some options. Gengar, Charizard, Tyranitar, maybe Greninja, Rayquaza, Umbreon, Dark Charmeleon, Magikarp, Gold Star Umbreon, Gardevoir Sylveon, which is probably too expensive, Sylveon VMAX, which might not be too expensive. Have you ever had any of the issues grading with PSA like lost submissions? Yeah, I've dealt with issues. All right, let's see. Gardevoir 205. They do a pretty good job for handling, millions of Pokemon cards. No, he's right. This card, this Gardevoir is out of reach now. This is a mega break only. In the 3K range. I'm not a Gardevoir Sylveon fan, so I would probably be down to get this sold in consignment. I'm sorry, in I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna put this way over here though. That's too big. Sylveon, last time we checked, I said 544 on it. Mega Break, both Sylveons. No, the Gardevoir one is extremely expensive. $3,000 just to replace it. So that one's out. Too big. This one's hitting 700 now. Wow. Where did I even get this one from? I don't even remember. So this one's hitting 700 now. So that's 700. What's Rayquaza hitting? I'll sob it away if you decide to sell it. Oops, come on now. Yeah, that's the thing. Do I sell it? So it is actually old enough to be out of print. Rayquaza TG20. I must have bought it from someone, that Gardevoir. I don't know what I bought it for. You know, I held off on selling these Rayquazas, and that was clearly the correct move because now this little Rayquaza is $540. 540 now. Gray Ninja. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Do they have any that are not auction? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I can't even find one. Oh, here we go. Wow. Wow, this hits $1,000 now. Um, he's from 2024. If you think about it, that's kind of a while ago. Greninja. Rocket Tyranitar. I guess this one has a good swirl on it. Let's see. I'm a fan of Staff Tyranitar, by the way. I own a bunch of them. Staff Tyranitar. He's a little more. He's a little more. He's not as insanely priced. He might be nice to break. This Charizard says 1 in 24. I don't know if that's with the premium or not, but let's take a quick look at his price real fast. Charizard. What's his number? 199. No, I don't want. I want it. God, I hate the way this works, man. All right, so here we go. That's Korean. Where's the English one? Is this English? Oh, dear Lord, dude. This card's going up. Okay. Then there's this interesting guy. God, man. Let's try to find him, okay? He's graded by Ace Grading. This is 2015 Gengar 011. Let's see what we get. Nothing. How about Gengar 11? Since that's probably what PSA did. Nothing. How about Gengar 2015 Gengar? Okay. No clue. I can't find one. Let's say 2015 Mega Gengar. Okay. I can't find one. Dang. Maybe one of you guys can find this card for me. Let's try doing a photo. Okay. Here he is. Here's one in a, what the fuck? Here's one in a PSA 10. That says 2014 on it, though. I don't understand. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We found the exact one. This is one right here, I believe. That says 049 on it, though. This one says 011. I'm very confused. So that says premium champion pack. Oh, probably some weird champion pack thing. This one's 034 as well. I can't actually find this thing. Oh, here we go. So here's one. This is it. PSA 10 build box power style right here. Build box power style. They want 1.6 thousand on it. Damn, bro. I should probably try to regrade this with PSA, but for right now, I'll say 1/600 because that's all I could find. That might be kind of expensive, but it needs to be crossed. We got to stop pricing these. We're running out of time, man. So I haven't chosen one. The way you open Pokemon cards with so much excitement and emotion makes me feel like I'm part of the moment, even in my difficult days. Your videos give me a reason to smile. Well, I'm glad you're having a good time, man. The truth is, I still really love what we do here, and I think everyone loves what people are doing with Pokemon cards for the most part. Are maybe not everybody if you think about it. So this one's a Korean copy. We do not want the Korean one. We want the Japanese version. Interesting. Is it going up in price? I think the Japanese one's going up in price. So he's 800. That's like double what he used to be. He used to be 400. So he's 800 now. Dark Charmeleon, we were looking at him earlier. Sometimes they bring them to school, show them off, talk about rare pulls. When I stand there without even a single card, they laugh at me and make me feel small. There you are. So this will say Dark Charmeleon. Laugh at you like this. There you are. Let's see. This is only $500. Well, this is my favorite one. I don't know about you guys, but I like this one the best. Magikarp, please can you give me on? What? You know what? I didn't even see that coming. I had no clue you were about to ask me for a free one. Who could have guessed? Let's see. PSA 10 Magikarp. Well, since I'm so happy and smiling, as you said earlier, and since your friends laugh and point at you at school, I think we have no choice. We have to give you one. Oh, this card's still somewhat affordable. This one's still affordable somewhat. I liked the pitch. So it was pretty good. Mister, please give me Irish. You want 2 Irish girlfriends? Bro, I don't think you could handle 1 Irish girlfriend. Umbreon, 17. All right, so here we are. What do we got here? Ooh. So this card's sitting at 400. Okay. My rich friends are bad. What? You have rich friends? How do I get rich friends? I want some rich friends. You've got bad rich friends? I don't like to hear that. All right, so check this out. 400, 330, 500, 800, 1600. Guess that means this guy's out. 450, 1800, he's out. 1700, 540. What'd you guys think of that little group there? Anything standing out for you guys for the rare candy? I'm gonna put that away. Tell me what you think. I'm gonna work on some orders while we think about which one is gonna become the next rare candy. Also, yes, Mister, thank you for the Musab. Just saw that I won it. Hell yeah, dude. Thank you, Mr. Eddie Morales, for participating in it. Here we are. You got it for 40 bucks, man. What do you think of that? You know how hard that would be to do out of a booster pack? Team Rocket Grunt says, taking my chances on one live custom. Might fall asleep, so if it's a slab under 100, please re-roll it. All right, you got it. Team Rocket Grunt, you got it. Sylveon VMAX for both genders. Please, can you give me? If you say, please, bro, please, bro, please, bro, 1, 2, 3, I don't think I'll have a choice. That's like the magical spell that always works on me. All right, no hit in there. One cold one in the Pokemon Live Costumes. Please, bro. All right. Give Irish 2 Korean bulk cards. I'm going to give him 2 sips of my Gatorade. Do you have any Destined Premium Collection booster boxes? Destined Premium Collection boxes. What's a Destined Premium Collection box? Destined, like Destined Rival? All right. Well, I would like to add a card to that, by the way. I got anything I can add up there? Yeah, probably this guy. I really like this guy, this Raikou. He's from 2018. I feel like he's underpriced. I'm from India. How's India doing? How are the politics in India today? Let's see. All right. This guy's kind of low pop. You know, I really like the card. I'm selling him for 150. I'm doing 150 on him. The one with the stamped Moltres. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I think I was running low on those. Did I remove it or did I reprice it? Let me see. I was running low on them and I rather liked them. We do have the Rocket Moltres. Let me see if the price on that has changed yet. We haven't repriced that in a long time. I shouldn't honestly have those up there. Rocket Moltres, uh, Destined Arrivals, Ultra Premium Collection. Is it UPC or SPC or something? Might be an SPC. Please give me, please give me, please give me. What? I'm gonna do it, guys. What do you think? Should I give him all the free stuff? I'm giving him 100 free stuff. That's what I'm thinking. Please give me. Let's see. We're gonna say sealed. Dang, dude, why is it so hard to find this box? Your request has been submitted and will be 5 to 7 business per. Here we are. So this product has jumped considerably from the looks of it. So this will go through a price adjustment. Wow. A jump to 728 from 405. What? We're gonna hit save on that. What? What about the EV prismatic SPC? Has that changed too? That's crazy. Hey, Rish, even if he gave you a free card, you live in India, you would have to pay international shipping. That's not true. That's not true. What are you talking about? Who's making up those rules? So, prismatic SPC is going to change to $600. What? First Rocket Moltres and then the prismatic SPC? Those are crazy prices. Dude, the Pokemon card market just makes no sense. We're gonna jump over here for a minute and do an edit. Hey, Mister, what do you think of the $56 billion bid GameStop made to buy eBay? I mean, I think if GameStop acquired eBay, I wouldn't even think of them as GameStop anymore. I just think of them as eBay because eBay is actually a very good business. I'd also be a little bit scared that they twist your arm for more money because one thing about eBay is it feels a little overpriced, right? Well, what happens if eBay is bought out by another company and now they're in all this debt? Ooh, is it not on the website? Oh, here it is. What happens when they're in all this debt from buying eBay and now they got to start paying off that debt, right? Because they paid a lot to acquire it. All right, so that's 728. We're going to update that. But I assume you'll be able to go in to a GameStop store and sell your stuff to GameStop, and then GameStop will probably just list it, you know, on its own website, aka eBay. Prismatic Super Premium Collection. That needs to say SPC. There we go. All right, and this is changing to 600. We're gonna hit update on that. Wild times, guys. The Moltres Rocket Box and the Eevee Box have both shot way up in price. All right, we're done with Mr. Team Rocket Grunt's order. And now we're going to head right over here to the website and see if there's any orders over here. I'll send for the last spot on the Meganium. Sounds good. That'll be the end of the trade break. So we got breaks. Sarah's coming in with a big order. She says 10 Poke Shuffles, 1 Japanese Jumbo Pack, and 2 spots in the Rocket. All right, you got it. So here's the big Sarah Dusenberry order, everybody. Yeah, I mean, if GameStop actually purchased eBay, the biggest part of their business is no longer GameStop. It's eBay. So it's like, damn, they would be eBay. And they'd be eBay with a little bit of GameStop on the side. And I guess eBay would be under some new leadership, sort of. I'm sure they would probably maintain a lot of their talent. Um, I'm just like I said, I'm just scared that means prices go up for us, right? Also, if they screw up, that leaves eBay exposed to competitors. eBay's got this position on the internet where it's like the auction website. Nothing's better. There's no better alternative to eBay right now. If GameStop buys it and they get pretty greedy ass about it, because GameStop's notoriously greedy, right? They always have been. So they get all greedy ass on eBay. That exposes eBay to being kind of maybe degraded competitively by other auction sites. Maybe another auction site actually gets traction. So if I was an eBay investor, the only reason I would want eBay to be bought out is so that I can go take my stocks and sell them and then go retire. Here we are. What we got? I'll be like, all right, have fun driving this thing into the ground. Here's Obstagoon. Look at that Obstagoon. I love Obstagoon. This timeline sucks. I bet GameStop does acquire eBay. Yeah, I think it's a quote unquote hostile takeover situation where they had built up some stocks of eBay already, and now they're trying to get it purchased. Since it's a publicly traded company, you can do that kind of stuff, but we'll have to see what happens. Do I honestly believe it's best for eBay to be acquired by GameStop? I don't know. I'm pretty sure eBay has like 4 times as much business or something that GameStop has. Like they're an actually very good company. eBay's number one. So why would it want to sell itself to a kind of failing business, right? GameStop's kind of a failing business. We are? Okay. Like it's sitting on all this cash, right? Well, where did it get all this cash from? All of its great sales? Or was it that meme stock situation or something? Where did it get all this cash from? Okay. Here's Last Abyss putting out Pidgey, Pidgey Otto. Ooh, we got Pidgey Otto. Here's some bulk. 10 more likes to hit 40. I'm going to spam. Mr. Read my comment. I heard you were sending cards to PSA. Yes, sir, Mr. I think you're fighting with Mr. Rashiva for attention there, Mr. Jaded. What can I help you with, Mr. Jaded? I see you're trying to contact me now. What can I help you with? What we got here? We got one of these. I'll put this in this pile. We've got, how about that Peldian? No, Magikarp. That would have been easy, huh? I need to send you cards to send a PSA. Well, you're out of time to do that. We're officially already setting things up to go to PSA. So you can still send the cards in, but they're going to go into the next round, okay? So we do a round once per month. Once per month, we send a round of cards out. And so you can go into the next round, but this round's already been worked on now. So it's already locked up. There's no way to enter it at this point. Here we are. We've got Toxicity. Here's a Tauros. Here's a Cacturn. Here's the bear. We also have a Misty's Magikarp. I love this card. This card looks so good. It's just a holographic, but I think it's actually pretty nice. ChatGPT says eBay gets almost 4x more business than GameStop a year. Yeah, so again, it's a much smaller business that has slowly been um, receding, buying a much larger business that's independently successful. I don't get it. Doesn't seem good at all for eBay. Here's Ninja Spinner. Where did GameStop get all that money? And here's the end of the round. Well, let's take a look at those pulls. I think it's a little sparse this time. You do pick up 3 very nice looking ARs. but no SR this time. Oof. No SR. No alt art, no SRs. All right. We got our usual V cards and EXs, and we got some lovely hollows, including that Gyarados hollow, which I think is really nice. There we go. Okay, I will send in for the next shipment. That's a good idea. You'll be ready for the next round if you send in. Here's that Cubone. Cubone's still really nice. GameStop made it from all those scam buy packs. Haha, joking. Well, we can actually ask AI. Let's see what it says. Hello. Apparently GameStop's trying to buy eBay with a whole bunch of cash that it's been sitting on. Where did it get all that cash from, by the way? I'm curious if it got that cash from the meme stock, like a meme stock situation. And if that's how it made the cash, that's not a good signal because it didn't get that money from good business. It got it from investors basically gambling. Miss Sarah, all right, we'll grab your bag. Okay, we'll put these in here. Lovely. So nice ARs, no SR in that round. Thoughts on Ascended still on fire? They'll print more of it. GameStop made a bid. The deal is not cash; it's a mix of cash, GameStop stock, and debt. They've even lined up 20 billion and borrowed money to help fund it. Where did GameStop's cash come from? GameStop did not earn the cash that it has. It was raised. After the GameStop short squeeze, GameStop's stock price exploded. They took advantage of that by selling new shares at high prices. So they issued new shares during the squeeze, the short squeeze, and then they sold it. That brought in billions in cash from investors. They effed the investors. That's what they did. They issued extra stock and then liquidated it. They've also used convertible debt. Nah, dude, that sucks ass, man. If GameStop did not make that cash from good business and then they try to use it to buy eBay, that's like eBay getting swindled by online gambling because eBay built its business on good business. It's a bad business buying a good business. That's what that would be. All right. So now you need 10 Poke Shuffles. Are you ready? So basically, fake money and no business earnings. Yeah. So just like I suspected, they did not earn that money. GameStop, the reason everyone was shorting it is because they were waiting for it to have its death roll, to just pass out and be out of business. And then the short squeeze occurred. And so when the price of the stock spiked, what did they do? They issued themselves a whole bunch more stock and then sold it at the super high price, basically effing everyone who was invested into it. That means even regular retail buyers like you and me got effed in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops. 11. They basically manipulated their own stock to get money off of the short squeeze. That's a ridiculous way to earn money. All right, what do we got? It doesn't mean that they earned all that money. Oh my God, Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah, that's a cold round in the Pokey Shuffles. Cold round. I'm sorry, Miss Sarah. Me and my kiddo pulled the SAR Zard from a partner box today. Such a nice card. All right, Sarah, that is a perfectly cold round of the Pokey Shuffles. Let's get you 2 of these rocket spots. All right, Miss Sarah. Boozenberry, thank you for all the happiness you bring into my life. No problem, bro. Bro, since you are so thankful, I was wondering if maybe you could give me a couple free cards. You see, I have these friends at school, and they laugh at me because I don't have enough Pokemon. And I thought maybe you could give me some Pokemons. Ooh. Ta-da. Let's grab this. Box break, OP box, experience booster. All right, so let's count this up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are at 8 out of 11 for the Rocket Booster Pack, everybody. There we go. Dear basketball. All right, so the Rocket Pack is actually pretty close. It has 3 spots remaining. I'm gonna give a little bonus card to you, Miss Sarah. You go so deep. 1, 2, 3. So you're gonna get these 3 poker cards for free. All right. Here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. All right. Here's Sarah. Bro, you have so many cards. Yeah, but my friends, my rich friends at school are terrible. They always tease me. They're always like, yeah, 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 yeah. They show off their Pokemon cards to me, and then I cry. My heart breaks a little bit every time they do it. But you know, you could give me some cards, and then maybe I would have enough that they couldn't tease me anymore. What do you think? Here's Darkrai, and here's a Dawn. I love these cards, but I don't think everyone else is wanting to buy them because they're not Pokemon. 10 shuffles, 1 Japanese jumbo pack, 2 spots in the Rocket. Thank you, Miss Sarah. That's a huge Sarah Dusenberry order. Excuse me. I'm still dying. Why are you not listing? Well, I don't like to list cards on eBay. I like to sell them here. So that would probably be the reason why I'm not listing. All right, here we are. Who is Turkey? I'm not a turkey. You're a turkey. Can you do a Dusclops spread? I can actually, yeah, Mr. Bulky Lamb. But not right now. All those Dusclops are locked up. We were having these tornadoes come in, so they all got locked up. Are we still only 2 people in that Sylveon? Even better. Actually, there's only 1 people in the Sylveon. Here's a gym break, waiting for 1 person to join. You can see Beatrice is in there. So that's taking 1 more person, and then it's over. Here's the Sylveon. Marius is in there, but just Marius. Poor Marius. Here's actually an interesting one. We have the 420 Oddish. That's a nice signature card, but it's also a PSA 10 Hidden Legends Yukimori Oddish. I mean, it's like one of the best weed Oddishes you can collect. We really like that one. Do you ever open packs Fro yourself on stream? No, I'm afraid I'm too poor. I can't afford it. But with Rishiva's help, I think I would be able to open some packs. So I'm hoping that he will give me some free ones. Please, bro, please, bro, please, bro, please, bro. That's what I'm hoping for, anyways. I think he would do it if he was a good and nice guy. All right, what are we looking at here? So I like the Gold Star Umbreon. He seems kind of cheap, doesn't he? He's English. This is very pretty. Honestly, I think this is best value right there. Here's Umbreon. I think that one would be popular. The fact he's going up in price so much is interesting. This is too expensive. I like Team Rocket Tyranitar staff. If you guys wanted me to do this, I would love to host this for you. This is too expensive. This is a mega break now. That's a mega break. This is too expensive if I wanted to restock it. So at 1,000, I'd want to restock it. So I'd have to do a premium. The cut would be over 1,000. He's kind of like the Charizard then. And then the Sylveon VMAX is viable. What do you guys think about those? Tell me what you think. Also, this guy right here, which is 540, he's pretty solid as well. I want to hear your opinions. Did 6 move out of it? Yeah, she shifted a spot from the Sylveon to something else to try and, snipe it as it was going off. Rich, can you be my rich friend and buy me Destiny Rivals so I can get my Houndoom? I need to find a Fairy Energy Secret Rare. Mr. Streaming on Sunday? Sunday morning. What are you guys, how you guys feeling about these different options? What's standing out to you? What's biting at you? How about you, Rashiva? Which one of these do you think should be the mega break? Mama, mega break. How was Golden Corral? Oh, it was wondiferous. Oh, baby. It was big, juicy steak. The gravy. The mashed taters. Sylveon standing out to Mr. Eddie. Yeah, that one's kind of interesting. He's from 2021. Definitely, they're not reprinting those. But look, you could get the Gold Star Umbreon for like half. Carpus King, Sylveon VMAX. So Whitey says Sylveon VMAX. All right. Sunday morning. Here's 212. Did 6 move out of the Sylveon Lightning? That's what she did. Man, this cough is so bad. It gets so much worse if I'm talking. All right, so meow 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 meow. What you guys have to understand is we wouldn't just be selling this to liquidate it. It would be sold with the desire to restock it, right? So let's see what that might look like. The real price on it might be more like divided by 40, a 23 spot break. Wow, that is still better than the Mew, isn't it? All right. I would like to consign one of my slabs, one of these streams. You have time? Yes. That sounds like a good idea. Hmm. There's an awful lot of these listed, these Sylveons. I haven't heard anybody else say much else. Everyone just wants Sylveon. No other interest in any of the other cards. It's Sylveon all day, every day. What do you guys think? Voice your opinion on which one of these should be uh, the next rare candy. What do you guys think? Maybe I should buy a slab. Rishi Shiva said he would go buy me a slab. How nice. This guy's too nice. Tyler says he's interested in the carp and the staff Tyranitar. Eddie says Umbreon or Magikarp would be cool. Let's run a quick poll, okay, guys? It's poll time. You ready? You're ready. Wait, did I never pin the website? I never pinned the website, guys. My bad. All right, here's that. We're gonna go ahead and hit pin. Okay, we're gonna start a poll. Add option, and then we're gonna say at the very top we'll say Sylveon VMAX. Then we'll say Umbreon Gold Star. Then we'll say Magikarp. And the other one I'm hearing is Umbreon. Oh, wait. No, no one said Crown Umbreon. I guess Staff Tyranitar. Start poll. All right, vote now. Vote now on what you guys want, all right? We got a poll. Very good. I'm just coughing up the dickens over here. A cough, cough, cough. Please give one. Please give one. Please give one. Well, Rishi, I wasn't going to do it, but now you've said it so many times. What other choice do I have? All right, what are we looking at? How many votes we got? We got 19 votes already. Sylveon's in the lead. Umbreon Gold Star's in second place. The Umbreon's cheaper. I will mention that, guys. Umbreon's quite a bit cheaper. It is. Cheaper means faster. It's over sooner. This one, on the other hand, I think it's harder to pull. The Sylveon on the right. So this is harder to pull. It's a pretty cool card, too. Hmm. Umbreon would not only be 10 spots. He would be more than that because I would buy a new Umbreon and then there would be a premium. Both of these will have a premium. The price, the black price is just the base. It's the repricing. Where are the mods at? All right, we're at 25 votes. Sylveon VMAX is pretty far ahead in the lead. We're done. The poll is over. Sylveon will now be the new rare candy break. All right, get ready for it. Let me go ahead and acquire this real fast. Mm-hmm. Good. Let me close this. And let me look into this, by the way. Yeah, okay. Terrible, man. Terrible, terrible cough. So the restock is in. Where did I even get this card from? I must have bought it from somebody, right? LMFAO, Mr. has so many mods, but none of them work. Yo, chill out, man. Please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. All right, what card do you want for free, Mr. Rishi? What card do you want for free? Tell me what card you want for free there, Rishi. I got some Charizards. Anyone. Okay. Well, I got some cards. Maybe one like how about one of these? So Rishi, there's one of these on eBay for like $125,000. What are you thinking on that one? Yeah. Let me show you how much this one costs, Mr. Rishi. I'm gonna convert it from US dollars into rupees, okay? Is that all right? Can I do that? Okay, so this would be 11 million rupees. So this is what's the symbol for the Indian rupee? Let me see. All right. That'd be 11 million. 11 million rupees for this one. What do you think? You like that one? It is. Now this one will save $40 buy-in, obviously. Give me a second. Divided by 40. We're gonna go with 24. That's the new rare candy break. It is Sylveon VMAX. Very nice. Give me a cheap one. Well, how cheap? I thought this one already was cheap. It's only 11 million rupees. I can't give you my legendary collection Charizard. He's too expensive. I mean, if you don't want it, does anyone else want this card? Does someone else want this Charizard? You are. I was just going to give it away anyways. Tyler wants it? Tyler, it's only 11 million rupees. Is that too cheap for you or is that okay? All right, we're jumping over here. Sarah's going deeper, man. Hell yeah, Sarah. One more spot in the rocket, 4 Ascended Heroes, one more jumbo pack, one breakpoint. Last order of the night. No, I don't want Charizard. Give me Parasect. Give me a cheap one. Hold me a second. Tyler says, Mister, that's okay. I'll work for a year for free. All right. So let me put your name down on it, Tyler. Here you go, Tyler. So your name is Tyler TSL. All right. So I was going to give it to Rishiva, but he didn't want it. So you can have it. I don't mind. All right. So this is yours. Let me put it in the pile over here for the sold slabs. There we go. Let's start with your jumbo pack, Miss Sarah. We got a new rare candy break. Sylveon. Ooh. There we go. Ready? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Let's snip this. Okay. Here's some of these. Gengar Lover. He wants probably a Gengar. But you know, Gengar Lover, I kind of put my Gengars, I locked them all up. We were having tornadoes out here. Where are you from, Mr. Gengar Lover? Let's snip this. All right. Thing. Thing. I've never heard of that Pokemon. That must be a Metazumon. You're from the UK. How are things in the UK, Mr. Gengar Lover? Here's. Ooh, Togekiss. I like the Togekiss a lot. So you got one AR so far. Very nice. Please, I beg. Please, you beg. How do you feel about what's your opinion on the tax rate in the UK on income taxes, Mr. Gengar Lover? How do you feel about it? There we go. Ooh. Reesh, no, it's mine now. Well, I was going to give you one, Reesh, but you didn't want it. So I ended up giving it to Tyler. Tyler, what do you think? You want me to give it back to Rish? Here's. Ooh, we got Toxtricity. In Gengar Lover and Rishi friends at school that laugh together. Gengar says, please. There we go. Here's. Oh, there we go. We got an SR. It's the Tyranitar. I wanted to like this Pokemon, but I hate the names that they gave them. I wish he was just called Cyber Tyranitar or something like that. Wow, look at us, guys. We have such an active chat tonight. I literally can't keep up with it. The chat is so full. He can never chat. Here's Zapdos. Cyber would have been cooler. Would you? Give me a cheap one. Let's put this over here. Chat is popping off. Should I? I think he's going he's filling the whole screen out. He might need to be slowed down. How much are these jumbo packs? Is there a listing on the website? Oh, I don't know if there's a listing on the website. I've never even thought about that. This is in our menu on the YouTube description itself. So if you go to it, the YouTube description, it costs right here. Zoom 169. Now you could go into the website and do a custom order where you just send 169 and try to buy one of these. They're a lot of fun, but they're basically just the price of all the Japanese booster packs added up. What is one of the cool things about it is there are some exclusive packs. So far, Sarah's doing okay. She's got one AR, one SR. We need about two more ARs. Here's one. We need about two more ARs for this to be similar to like opening a booster box. All right. Wow, dude. Oh, double SR. Look at that. Lovely. So that kind of makes up for the one missing from the previous round. Okay. Chandelure, that's your third AR. Now, see, you're all caught up now. It's pretty good. Kind of just like opening a box of, whoa, now you got four ARs. Now you're ahead. Wait a second. So what did Tammy disappear? Oh, so how's he? Oh, it just finally disappeared. Do another 1 minute. How many rupees is a cheap Pokemon? That's a great question. Mister, this is the most expensive item I will ever own. Here it is. Here's Calyrex. And here's Fennekin. Wow, you're getting all the ARs right now. Holy cow, man. Mega Simp. And here's Mega Brave. And here's a Roaring Stuff. Wow, what a round, man. That was a killer round there, Sarah. I don't know if any of the previous rounds have been a little cold to you, but not anymore. Holy. Free Rishi. Rishi just wanted a free Pokemon. Is that so much to ask for? Well, I was going to give him that Charizard, but then Mr. Tyler took it. Gosh, man. What do you think, Tyler? Should we give it back to him? You can keep the EXs and the hollows. Really? Aw, thanks so much. Place this over here. Appreciate it. All right. Why don't we put you on the giveaway slab? So tonight's giveaway slab is a little Team Rocket card. Pretty nice. All right. There we go. Mr. Gengar, tell us a little bit about yourself. You're from the UK. How's the UK? So you actually get 2 SRs and an SAR out of this round, and it's super cool. How did Rishi come back? what the hell? I legit banned them. Holy annoying. Whoa, look at these 5 ARs. Well, so I'm ready for Mr. Rishi to have a free Pokemon card. All he has to do to get a free one at this point is say anything at all to me. That's all he has to do to get a free one. There we go. All right, Miss Sarah, let's go grab your bag. All right. If he could just say anything at all, even one word, I'd probably just go get him a nice big Pokemon card right now. All right. The sites are nice. Oh, that's good. I've always wanted to visit the UK. Here's Houndoom. Here's Gengar. We're going to keep that Sylveon in the middle for a second. Here's this beautiful Jinx. Who doesn't want Jinx? And here's Frigibax. Ooh, Frigibax. So we're not done with Sarah's turn. She wants another spot in the rocket. So now there's just two spots left. There you go, Sarah. Tonight's stream brought to you by Sarah, man. She went super deep. That's not Jinx. That's Rihanna. Oh, my God. There we go. Good. What card would you like, Mr. Gengar Lover? Would you settle for this Charizard? I can tell you how much he costs in UK pounds. Would you like to know? I'm going to convert him to the UK pound, all right? Let's see. Pounds. He cost 92,000 pounds. So he's a cheap and affordable 92,000. What do you think? Is that too small for you? 4 Ascended Hero packs. Let's get those ready, Miss Sarah. He says, yeah, it is too small. What? I asked him if it was too small, and he said, yeah. Man, these guys always want the biggest Pokemon cards. Well, if it's too small, because you said yeah when I asked if it was too small, is there someone else who would like to have it? Maybe somebody who appreciates it? I like Charizard and all, but I want Skeptile. It is. Tossing this. All right. I guess I'll take it. Oh, all right. 6, you can have it. 6, you don't think it's too small, do you? All right. Ooh. All right. Just wanted to have some fun. It's just right. Let it be entered into, what do they say in courtrooms? Let it be entered into something. There's always somebody like a recorder of deeds or something. What do they call that? Let it be entered into something. What do they call that? Oh, the record. Let it be entered into the record that indeed 6 does not believe it's too small. She believes it's just right. There we go. Very good. All right. Very good. It has been entered into the record. All right, good. Very bad. Let's put this over here. So it shall be. I think it's too much, but I'll gladly accept it. Too much. The expensive ones hurt. Let's see. It is known. All right, here goes Miss Sarah. Put that there. Snipping this one. What are we even doing, guys? That's so silly. All right. If you're wondering, yes, I did eat at Golden Corral today. Thank you for asking, everybody. It was delicious. One of the best restaurant experiences in America for Ascended Heroes. Here's Oddish. Come on, Ascended Heroes. One Gengar, please. Please. Togetic. This set's rough, like prismatic rough. I don't know if it's as rough as prismatic, but it is rough. Here's Mischievous. Ooh, look at that Mischievous. And here's Tynamo, Hitmontop, King Gambit. You got one Mischievous AR. All right. Golden Corral needs to sponsor Mister. I would proudly do ads for Golden Corral. I'd be like, blush. Now they're the best, man. Did you see those pictures I posted in general chat? They have the best tasting steak, anyways. Tastes better than any other steakhouse. You get as much of it as you want. Like if you eat a huge slice of steak, you can just go back up and get another huge slice of steak. And it costs $44. By the way, that means the tip is smaller too. You don't have to tip as heavy of a tip because when you go to like, I don't know, like Longhorn Steakhouse and you get like $65 of food, now the tip's going to be based off of $65, right? 15% of 65. It's amazing. I don't know what to say. It's so affordable and yet somehow better at the same time. So we got the one more spot in the rocket. Did we do that, by the way? We took care of that, right? Let me make sure. You should have 3 in there, right? 1, 2, 3. Yes. 4 set of heroes, 1 jumbo Japanese, 1 breakpoint pack. Last thing, 1 breakpoint pack. All right. Now it's a lot more peaceful. Could I move my spot from Lightning Sylveon to the Candy Break? Poor Sylveon. I kind of get it though, right? Like if we got 2 Sylveon breaks, you may want to go into the bigger one. Yeah. All right. Wait. We're not going to put you in there like that. Where's the old rare candies? There it is. All right. There you go, Mr. Marius. I took down the Lightning Sylveon break. All right. We got the new Sylveon VMAX break. 1 breakpoint pack. Let's grab that breakpoint pack. So here it is. Don't forget to move them Charizards. Imagine you forgot they actually got shipped out. Well, I mean, I did give them away, so could you even imagine? $100,000 card shows up in the mail by mistake. Boy, that'd be real tempting to keep. Here's Furfrou, Ducklet, Esper, Phantump, Trubbish, Numel. Ooh, beautiful, man. Oh my God, you're so lucky tonight. You ready? Whoa, look at that Mega Gyarados. Oh my God. If this grades 10, you got to let me buy it from you. I love this card. Look at that Mega Gyarados, guys. Wow. You know, she spends a lot of money opening these vintage, not vintage, but mid-era booster packs. And sometimes it looks pretty fruitless, but it is until it isn't. You know what I mean? Like, look at this. That's a big freaking pull, dude. Wow, 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 wow. And look, you got a little Arcanine, too. I know you like Arcanine. You get a little sleeve for Arcanine. You could grade this, too. The non-hollow Arcanine's gradable. Oops. Don't slide around too much. There you go. All right. Wow, man. That's pretty good. That's not the chase pull in the set, by the way. There's a golden Gyarados. There's a golden Gyarados to pull out of here, but he's pretty good anyways. That's good. All right, you did the thing, Sarah. Should we clip it? I feel like it's such a nice card. We should clip it. Why don't we go ahead and find its value? So in the small chance that it grades 10, let's find out what a 10 would be worth, okay? Now, that's the second part of opening packs is it's pretty hard to get a 10, but it does happen. 115, right? Mega Gyarados 115. And it looks like the cheapest buy it now for this card is 1,250. Wow. All right, so she would like a pre-grade. Here goes. Centering's thin on the top compared to the bottom. Let's flip it around. Yeah, look at this. So if we zoom in here, gonna be white edges right there. And so this is one of the reasons why those XY cards are so expensive because they're just tough to grade, Sarah. They're tough to grade. I'm anticipating more of an 8 on this one. All right. So we're going to say 8. I think it pays for the booster pack at the very least. So the booster pack is paid for. You got the new mail and you got the Arcanine too, but it's still really cool, man. Really cool card. Crazy that it comes like that, pack fresh. That's how it is. It's how all those XY packs are. Yeah, when you see XY era cards, one of the things that will stand out to you is they're all super low pop. But it's not like they didn't print a lot of it. They printed a decent amount. It's just it is hard to grade them. But tens do happen, and when they happen, they sell for a lot of money, including the hollows like this new mill. See this new mill, if he grades 10, he could be worth a couple hundred. All right, so be careful with them. He is just Numal, I guess. But if you were like some other good reverse hollow, $500 in a 10 easily. There you go. Like I think Suicune comes out of that set, doesn't it? Does Suicune come out of that one? There's a Suicune hollow, reverse hollow in one of these XY sets, and I know for a fact it just sells for uber amounts of money. All right, very cool. There you go, guys. Wow, that was really neat. That was definitely a highlight of the stream. I'll clip that for Mr. Mike's side in case he wants to use it. It's still a really neat pull. And those packs are getting so expensive. You're not going to see that very often anymore. So we're going to come up here to stream clips. Sarah pulls a cool XY Gyarados at 108 minutes. Mr. Mike's side had a success recently. He got a video posted that only earned about 4,000 views on YouTube, but over on Instagram, Facebook, it got like 20,000 or something like that. Let me look at it. He wants me to give him access to TikTok to post there too, but if we're gonna do that, we got to have if we're gonna do that, we got to have a separate TikTok account for him, so I can enjoy my private, personal TikTok. Yeah, right here, look, 28,000. So this got 28,000, but this is posted on YouTube, so you can watch it on YouTube. But it's cool to see it doing well on this social media. Like it's just me showing off a fat stack. These types of videos where I show off, oh, that's the Magmar he was trying to buy. He saw it in that video. Oh, I don't think that's around anymore. That card's gone already. Now we know where that was. That was at the very beginning of the stream. Anthony says, I'll buy the PSA 8 Poker Magmar. And I'm like looking all over for it. I can't find it. Well, it's because it was the thing is this moment happened a while ago. So Mike's side only just now turned it into a video. All right, but you can watch that if you want. Again, it is posted on YouTube. It just didn't do as well on YouTube. Isn't that interesting? It did well on Facebook and Instagram, but not on YouTube. All right. Actually, those were the Instagram numbers. What are the Facebook numbers like? Because I think Facebook treats it as a separate thing, doesn't it? I'm curious. How do I, we are. All right. So let's try and find information about the videos we posted. Does it not show me? What if I want to see the analytics on this? Ugh. You got to memorize all these freaking professional dashboard. Does that even work for me? You guys can't hear the music. So if I hum to the music, I'm just going to sound like an idiot. Okay, so on Facebook, the same video only got 1,500 views. So it only went viral on Instagram. That's very interesting. I don't want to call it viral, but I mean 20,000 is pretty good. Better than the other platforms. That's not like super viral. Here's an order from Mark J. Valerian to give to Tammy for 1 box of Pokemon Korean Inferno X because she's the best. Tammy, did you hear that? Where's Tammy? This is a gift from Mark J. Valerian to Miss Tammy. Mark! Mark, if I do pretty pigtails, do I get something? I'm messing with you, man. Let's see. So this shall say, Mark, you're making me look bad, bro. You can't be giving away more stuff than me every month. Look at this. All right. What the heck? What the heckins? Here it is. All right. Okay. Tammy was just telling me that she's recently single and into men who really like buying Pokemon cards. Yes. Wow, that's crazy. Tammy, here, let's get these Korean Pokemon cards. All right. Oh, oh, those are beautiful. This is a whole box of Korean Pokemon Inferno X, and it really does give you a strong chance for that Mega Charizard. They're much cheaper than buying the English packs, which are like, I think we sell them at like a high $16. It's pretty expensive. Um, Actually, I should research that if that's too high, because if it's too high, I should restock the Inferno or the what would it be called? Phantasmal Flames. I should restock those and lower my price on my product because it's such a good product. I should be helping you guys open more of it. Although I don't know, even if I lowered it to like 15 or 14, I'm not sure if you guys would increase the purchasing of Mega Inferno. Maybe you would. All right. Sing it, Mr. Timmy Low. Timmy Low. Like that? Or do you want the Black Betty? Whoa, Timmy, Timmy Low. Whoa, Timmy, Timmy Low. Okay, you got the Kindler. Okay. The Kindler Swindler. Here's Zacian. Okay. I applied to Chase Bank. Did you mean JP Morgan? You meant JP Morgan, didn't you? Ooh, Ambipom. Putting this here. People have been making that joke ever since that lawsuit was filed. They are. Okay. They're all the same, says Mr. Alex. Are they? I don't know. Chase these Pokemon cards. Chandler's the Chase Gaifu. He is. That's the best Gaifu in the set. Here's Empoleon, Zacian, the Kindler Swindler, Jenny Sect. You know what I had for dinner? I had miso soup. I'm an expert at miso soup. Did you guys know that? You probably didn't know that. I've been making miso soup for, double SR. But this one's just the amulet. I'm a miso soup expert. I actually am really good at soups. I've been making soups for like my whole life. I make a ton of soups. Ooh, miso soup. How do you make it? Well, I'm glad you asked. Water, ginger, garlic, dashi stock, right? And then I do a little bit of chicken broth Okay, so we do a little bit of chicken broth, although you don't have to do that in traditional miso, but it gives it a nice little meaty flavor, but not too much, okay? And then I've used all kinds of different miso pastes. Tonight I used a white miso paste. And then I've got a jar of the dried out seaweed, and it's that kind of slightly thicker seaweed that has a chew to it, a bite to it. And I slice uh, hard tofu into little tiny squares. I like the little tiny squares. And then it's green onions and a little bit of soy sauce, just a little bit of soy sauce, not very much. I'm trying to think if anything else goes in there. I think that's it. We are. All right. May the fourth be with you. With you. You might want to save that for the daytime stream, and maybe we can find a nice Star Wars break, huh? Where would we be having a Star Wars break? Do we got any Star Wars cards I can break? Hmm. Okay, cool. So these two lovelies, and we got these three lovelies. Very nice. And we got a round of EXs and hollows. Ooh. Where's that McDonald's Pikachu promo? The one that we thought we were getting. Are you wondering the announcement of when we're going to get the, like the next McDonald's collab? My question is, when are we going to find out about that Korean Magikarp? Are they going to hand that out anyways? I should ask the one guy about that. Let me ask. I have a guy who helps me with my Korean product. I want to ask him. My other guy did not give me a price for uh, Mega Dream. So I'm afraid our Mega Dream price might remain high until I do a restock on loose boxes, but I don't really want loose boxes. I don't know. Let me ask this. Okay, so hold on. So I asked him about Korean Rocket, and I don't think he gave me a price. He spells shipping shopping. Okay, so let me respond to him. Volume 3. All right, let me hit send on this. So he is getting me another product. Thank you, Mark, for the order. We have Eddie Mendoza, 2 Live Customs. You got it, Mr. Mendoza? 78 people, 35 likes. I got ice cream and gummies. We haven't really done any slab rotations this stream, have we? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Eddie Berto Mendoza. Here goes. Oh, yes. Could it be double? It was double. Eddie, I keep waiting for a double to pop out because I've seen a lot of cold rounds go by. So you are one lucky dog tonight. Is he watching? Where is he? Shopping's very important. Yeah, he's spelling it shopping. Abra Poker. Oh my God. That's like 200, I think. And numeral T10. I don't know about the numeral. I think the numeral's vintage. You're going to like this. I'm here. Well, you just did very well. Here's the Abra Poker, and here's the Numel. Nice. All right. What are you thinking? What are you feeling on these? This is a red deck, and this is from Holland Phantoms. All right. Humpback whale rescue trending on Google. Have a sip here. What is this goofy music? I don't have to worry about the music being good anymore because I know you guys can't hear it. I might put this canary in the box. I'll keep Abra, re-roll the numeral. All right. Okay. Here you go. All right. Abra's out. New mail. So he will be reduced by, is it 25? How does it work? I don't remember. I think it's 25, right? Yeah. So he'll be reduced by 25 down to 150. Okay. But he does go back into the box. While we're doing that, I'm going to load this one up too, actually. So we're going to get this guy loaded up. Number 248, Canary, T10. Okay. And it won't affect you. That's going to be loaded in the back of the box, so you'll be fine. But this will require 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there we are with those. Just take a moment and load these up. Okay. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. I watched a clip today of Nine Inch Nails, Trent Reznor, singing Heresy. You guys ever heard that song, Heresy? God is dead, all that stuff. And he was on stage singing with his wife, Mary Queen. He's got a Filipino wife, holy mama. And he had produced some albums with her called How to Destroy Angels. That's the name of the, I guess, the little band he formed with her and Atticus Ross. But they were up on stage singing. He's like 60 and she's like 45. And they were looking hot, man. Talk about living life. You're up on stage singing with your wife. You're some big rock star, and you still got like this hottie mommy. All right, so this got restocked. You shall get a reroll of 6 spots. Damn, dude. That guy's kind of winning a little bit, is what I was thinking when I saw that. I was like, that's ridiculous. How do you get to be so cool and have this sexy wife and singing all this music and all this? And he's got kids with her and everything. Jesus, dude. All right, good luck. You might have very good luck. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see what happens for you. Because nobody buys this much. 2, 3. I suppose these are really expensive. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oops, there's a sleeve of that. Whoa, that Galarian Ponyta is kind of a nice card. Holy cow. That's kind of nice. So let's take a second and get that popped into your bag real fast. Okay, you guys, a couple hollows. Notice that they have yellow borders. And what that means, Mr. Eddie, is they're from a while back. Those are from Sword and Shield, right? So they're a little bit older. Good deal. Did you see the PSA 10 full set of poker cards on Golden? I know you like your poker cards. That's great. That'll be some good advertisement for them. Maybe I should shield bid them up. Here's Pikachu Trick or Trade. All right, so you've re-rolled into a Trick or Trade. One moment. Is it 018? No, it says 23. That's 018. Did I get the number on it wrong or the oh no wait, this says 062. 018. I think I wrote the wrong number down. All right, so I almost oh. I don't know why this says 23 there, but that says 062 up there, doesn't it? Why does this say 23 here? That's so weird. All right, so hold on. I did see one with the 62 on it. This is it. All right. Ooh, that was a down roll. So you went from 150 to 75 or 175 to 75. All right, what are we thinking here, Mr. Eddie? Reroll or keep. It's a lovely card. Actually might be underpriced at 75. So this is Trick or Trade Pikachu from 2023. Pikachu's cooler though. It's a fair 0.6. He's actually 3 years old. If you re-roll it, you're getting 2 spots on the re-roll, okay? I would have sold for store credit. Yeah, so one trick you guys can do is if you don't like a card, instead of re-rolling it, you can ask me to consign it. So you could take the new mail and consign it for 175, but then again, you have to wait for it to sell then. See? Re-roll. All right, you got it. So this will go to 50. All right. Why not? You might get a big, big, big snipe. It's possible. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Actually, he's not going to go back in the box. I'm going to snatch him. So he will stay out of the box. 50's too low. I'm buying him back. All right. So he's mine now. Throwing that away. Throwing these back over here. Good luck. 50's just too low. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Good luck. 2 spots at live customs can get you a big pull in here, guys. Ah, see? Okay, good, good, good. That was what he started with, was 2 cards, remember? So he's still alive. It's not over. Zapdos, P10. It's also possible to miss. Could have gone either way. It is a risk each time. I don't want you to get too overconfident with the rerolls, you know. We've seen some We've seen some hot reroll. Oh, but this one's going to be $150 Zapdos. All right, what are we thinking about this Zapdos? So what did you go? You went from the 175 Numel to $75 Pikachu to $150 Zapdos. What are you thinking? You might keep this one because I saw him keep the Abra. Keep. All right, you did very well. Okay, cool. Cool. So we saw some cards come out of there. How many cards I got back here to work with? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough to put Jinx in there. Jinx is one of these super rare Tora Karutas. I wonder if this will end up just being re-rolled 20 times, though. That's all we got to say on it. Very interesting. Let's put this here. Tora Karuta Jinx. You guys probably aren't going to appreciate how exceptionally rare the Tora Karuta collection is. That's my suspicion. It is. All right. I just bought $14,000 worth of the Tora Karutas, and I'll be grading those and selling them over time. It's been a while since you've seen a big Tora Karuta break, but we had a $700 one go off, and that was when people knew less about them, actually. Up she goes. All right. Dude, 2 nice poker cards. That's cool AF. Yeah. Pokey Shuffles and live customs have been some of the best-selling products on the channel for a while now. Eddie Morales says, let me get 1 Ninja Spinner box, and I sent for shipping for the PSA 10 Bubble Mew and all my cards. All right, let me get a box of Ninja Spinner. All right. By the way, did you guys enjoy watching that Breakpoint pack go by? Look, here's another Breakpoint pack right there. All right. Good. Tossing that. Here's one whole box of Ninja Spinner. Whoa. In a minute. Eddie Morales. You ready, Eddie? Ooh, ooh, ooh. When's that Abyss set come out? Abyss Eye or something? When's that come out in Japanese? I know it comes out in May. We're in May now. My guy hasn't offered me a price yet. Always puts me on edge when he doesn't do that. Okay. All right. July. No, that's the English version. I'm talking about the Japanese version. You're my dancing queen. Dancing queen. There you go. Mr. Russ, I went to an art fair in Springfield, Missouri, and it was like 50% gay people. What do you think of that? Like there were almost only gay people, I think. And I was there. You know, I was very surprised because I had not gone to a scenario like that in a really long time. I've been to art fairs when I was younger. I haven't been to one in such a long time. Karis is like, we should go. You go. Here's a hollow. 2 spots left. Whoa, look at Fennekin. It's also super weird. Every time I go to an event in Springfield, Missouri, it is about 98% white people. It is almost pure white. And I grew up in St. Louis, so that is a super weird feeling. It's like, what'd you guys do with all your minorities? Here's, whoa, the claw. Big media pushes gayness. Here it is. Big media. Here's a cold one. Here's a hollow. Here, here's a cold one. I've never seen so many girls with beards in one place. I'm not kidding. Lots of beards, lots of girlies, lots of girlies with beards. They had like tufts. They weren't like strong, manly beards. They were like kind of raggedy, like a Pokemon card collector beard. Let's see. I'm just saying shit. Here's a cold one. Fake news, says Mr. Russ. Here's Cobalion. Wow, I love that Crobat. Actually, or man beards. It was a very uh new experience for me. You know, that was a very new experience for me. We are. It had like a it had like a very bizarre feeling, like just the lack of diversity, and then it was just very gay. We are. Maybe I should go to like a um what do they call those? Maybe I should go to like a gay pride event someday. I've never been to one. Here's a non-hollow. I'm uncultured, is what I'm saying. Floetta. Here's Zerny Us. A cold one. Cold. I don't like facial hair on a woman. This guy. Man, you got to open up your mind, Mr. Russ. No facial hair? How are your beards going to touch? Cold. Cold. And haha, Froakie. Too manly for me. What? We are. I actually don't mind a bush. There we go. You like George W. Bush? I don't know. I think that guy did the 9/11. Thank you, Mr. Eddie. Wouldn't they tangle like Velcro? Yeah, actually, maybe because the beard looks kind of Velcro-y. It's not like a full beard. It's kind of like a Velcro-y beard. What is up with this? Look, so there's an SR, an SR, and an SR. There were 3 SRs in one box. Wow. And then I love the Crobat. He's absolutely cool. And then the Fennekin's not bad either. All right, cool, cool, cool. So, Eddie Mendoza. Let's see, you might be over here. Eddie Morales. Eddie Morales, I meant to say. You might be right over here. He did. It was definitely planned. Speaking of 9/11, this reminds me of that South Park episode with the drones and Bush. Hi, Mister. Hey, what's up, Mister LaFlame? LaFlame, you like beards on ladies, don't you? Sure. I went to a art event in the city south of me, and it was a really different experience. I'd never experienced it before. It was like I was like the only straight person there. We are. No, it's probably an exaggeration, but I'd I've never been to like a pride event or anything like that in my life, and it feels kind of like one of those. I don't get out enough. Reset this. All right, let me open this. What are your thoughts on the big Yahoo? You mean Net and Yahoo? Um, Apparently there's a bunch of people who are trying to defeat him in the next election cycle. And so I think that that's really interesting because sometimes I think we live in a time period where there's a lot of anti-Semitism right now. And it's interesting because, everyone doesn't have the same beliefs over there. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I've always seen it. There's Republican and Democrat Catholics, and then there's Republican and Democrat Jewish people. And so, I don't like to judge everybody off of like this one guy's behaviors, whether you like what he did or didn't like what he did. They had their big war in Palestine. All right, let's go find your address. Aha, your address. And then let's go set this up. It looks like you might have the same address. I got like your whole name here. Why did I have it set up that way? That's not a good setup. Also, I don't have your email address according to this. I might reset this because if we're going to ship to you, I want you to have your shipping email with the tracking. Let me turn this down a bit. Let me log into excuse me, PayPal here. I'm John Morgan of Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan and Morgan. How was the experience? I was um I was not used to how many people were there who were homosexual. That's just very new to me. And I just never seen anything like that before. Let me grab this. I live in the countryside, and when I was younger, I grew up in the 90s, and I was homeschooled Catholic, right? So just a very different experience. We are. I think that it was kind of interesting because it was a art event, right? So I think that was probably part of it. Let me go ahead and throw this away. Very nice. But I think the other part of the experience was how wide it was. I mean, I don't think I saw even like I think I saw like two black people out of like 1,000 people. There were like 1,000 people ahead of me, and there was like not even one or two black people near me. I couldn't find anybody who wasn't just like pure white, just like pasty white. It was like one of the whitest events I'd ever been to. Here it is. There we go. That's Springfield, Missouri, and yeah, I don't know. It was weird. It did have a very strange feeling to it. I don't want to say it was like bad weird, but it was just like a really specific population, It's hard to experience if you live like in a city, right? You usually can't experience something that's so specific. There we go. We'll toss this up here. We should have a day to dedicate Billy May. He's resting in peace like it's 1999. Hairy butt cheeks and the assless chaps. Yeah, a little bit actually. There you go. All right, let me grab this. Is that the country part of Missouri? Springfield is Missouri's third largest city, and it's kind of an afterthought. Like people don't talk about it as much. All right, Eddie. Good. So that's set up. And let me grab this. Let's see. Here it is. Good. All right. It's all set up now. Everything's good. Here are those Charizards from the two gentlemen earlier. All right. I think it was very interesting because it's like I could see how times are changing, right? It wasn't like that when I was a young man or when I was younger. There we go. People's sexual orientation has changed a lot. Here's Sarah Dusenberry for the pre-grade and for shipping. Got to make some space for you. Ooh, a Sarah Dusenberry shipping. Well, Sarah, you've got an enormous amount of stuff to ship. What shall we do? Let's see. Let's start out like this. So that's a huge double box. Been through Springfield a couple times. They have that big Bass Pro Shop. They don't on the yeah. So that's the Bass Pro Shop headquarters, and they have one of the largest aquariums in America there. It's super cool. Costs like over $100 to get in there. We've been twice, and every time I go, I'm like shocked. It's super cool. Yeah, they have a gigantic Bass Pro Shop with a like world record aquarium. They just got super, super, super fun things in there. And then besides the aquarium, you can go shopping at one of the largest Bass Pro Shops. They got like bears, like life-size bears, stuffed bears or something. They got all kinds of stuff over there. It's pretty wild. Okay, we got another Sarah Dusenberry bag here. Will this fit? I think it might fit if we move this here. I think I have a lot of slabs too. Ooh, good point. A lot of slabs, a lot of Sarah Dusenberry slabs. All right. Lots of pokies, lots of slabs. Give me a second here. Get a little more here. Wish we had one down here so I can get fishing poles. They're building a Bass Pro Shop up near me in Lake of the Ozarks now, finally. Everybody's wondering why we didn't have one already. They're doing a big mall complex thing, $650 million project in our little Lake of the Ozarks. It's not a big place, so it's kind of a big deal out here. But you know, they also announced the Indian casino. The governor had made a deal to accept the Indian casino, so we're expecting that too now. But they have to get like federal approval for federal approval first, which isn't seen as a true like like bottleneck or stopping point. All right, so you got a lot, and how do I want to do this? I'm going to get you two very large priority mailboxes. That's what we're going to do today, okay? Mister, don't forget my Muse slab as well. That's correct. So it doesn't go in your bag. Miss Six just looks for your slabs, and so she will see a slab marked Eddie Morales. All right, you're getting so you know how much this shipping will actually cost me, Sarah? So you only have to pay 9. That's the benefit of the flat fee, right? But for me on my side, it's about 60 if you can believe it. Plus Miss Alexis's time and labor, plus the materials for shipping. Ah, pretty neat. All right, so there's Miss Sarah. That's pretty good savings, guys, when you have a lot of cards to ship. We are. All right, you got these two big double boxes going out. And you said lots of slabs. So now Miss Alexis has plenty. Did I call Alexis 6 or something like that? You said I did it again. Woo. Let me know if you need more money. No, I'm very happy with all that. I'm happy to get you the flat. Honestly, I mean, you could probably just get free shipping. Who even cares about the $9 at that point? What we just did there together, Sarah, is so efficient. You just shipped thousands of dollars of cards, I'm pretty sure, for just $60. It's pretty good. The savings are immense for both of us. All right. Very good. Yes, you did. Their names are similar. It's I don't know what I do, but in my head, I mess up the names constantly for the girls. I don't know why I do that. I just mix them up. I don't know what it is. It is. All right. I must have a bad brain. Now, we have a couple orders. It looks like we have an order on the website. Let me go grab it. New Sylveon break. Did you guys know that this rocket break is 2 spots away? And then this is the new Sylveon break. Oh, yes. And here's $20 left in the trade break. Oh, yes. Miss Jan, you ready, Jan? So she says, one Japanese Terra Festival. Oh, we didn't update the Terra Festival on the website, it looks like. Let me see. Let's see. Terra Festival. Oh, it hasn't been updated. It hasn't been updated at all. And 10 Mega Dream. 10 of the Korean Mega Dreams. Okay, I got you. One Terra Festival and a box of the Korean Mega Dream. Is Jefferson City big? No, Jefferson City is quite small, unfortunately. The way it is, the capital of Missouri was in St. Charles, Missouri. That's right next to St. Louis, right? It's like St. Louis County almost. But the people at the time didn't like that because they were afraid that the city slickers were going to have control of the politicians and that they were going to have control and this would hurt the farmers in the farming side of Missouri. So, like 100 years ago, there was this big fight to move the capital into the countryside. And that's why Jefferson City is located in the countryside. So, Jefferson City is a very pretty city. It's very small. It's got this big, beautiful Capitol building in it, but it's just very small. Nothing's really happening there other than, I guess, some politics. If you drive about an hour south of Jefferson City, you make it into Lake of the Ozarks. So that's probably where people want to hang out is by the actual lake. That's the good part, in my opinion. The Ozarks, Branson and Lake of the Ozark, I think those are the two best parts of Missouri. I've been all over Missouri now. Kansas City, St. Louis, Columbia, Jefferson City, Springfield, Branson. I've been everywhere, and I live in Lake of the Ozarks. Lake of the Ozarks and Branson, those are the two best places. All right, let me go get you this Terra Festival and this Korean Mama Jumbo. All right. I brought in a spare box of Terra Festival just in case. But I thought the Terra Festival was supposed to be 14. I think I owe you more because I have that one piece EB1 box I won as well. Ooh, the EB1 box. Let me mention that should I mention that to Alexis in the middle of the night at 4 a.m.? I gotta see this. Hold on. So didn't we just reprice? The we just repriced all the Japanese packs. So this should be up to date, but I thought that it was supposed to have a price change. Let me see this real fast. I'm curious. Yeah, so our price is actually lower than our competition's. Terrestrial was supposed to have changed. I don't think we updated it. So give me a moment here. And that means this changes as well. So we adjust the jumbo pack to go with it. Sorry about this, Jen. I'm just keeping up with price changes. I thought we had already tested this. This is so weird. That's why I saw it and I said, isn't that the wrong price? All right. We got to see another Umbreon come out. Man, I'd love to see an Umbreon come out. He's apparently double priced now. But Terrestrial Festival is pretty old now. It's been out for a while, you know. I believe I have an open bag of it over here. But it was running kind of low, wasn't it? There it is. By the way, we have a ton of Korean Terra Festival. I saw it. I saw it out there. We have a ton of Korean Terra Festival. All right. So here's your pack, Miss Jen. And then here is a fresh box of it. We got to see that overall. Let's not forget, you guys are also home to our very own Mr. Hunter, millions of Pokemon cards, which he will give you. Hey, guys. Hey, you know, Missouri's kind of a flyover state. Never been that special. Chicago overshadowed it after the World Fair. Did you know during a certain time period, Missouri was kind of seen as like the next big, not Missouri, St. Louis was seen as like the next big city in America. And that's when the World's Fair was hosted in St. Louis. And then from there, it kind of collapsed. It kind of did not happen. And actually, some of it might have been racism why it did not grow very well because it was this city where a whole bunch of freed blacks moved into the city, and then there was this little thing called white flight occurred. So all the white people left the city, they moved out to the county, and then the city itself had trouble collecting taxes on all the white people that had left. So because it had the city kind of did this weird thing that other American cities didn't do, where the county and the city are separated tax wise. So all the rich people just moved into the county and said, well, we're not paying for the city. So this stunted the growth of the St. Louis city. Now the county is very nice to live in, but the city didn't grow. So we don't have like a bunch of, you know, fancy skyliners or anything like that. The St. Louis does have some nice buildings, but it's just not as big as other places. But we're right next door to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nashville is a tax-free state. Nashville, Tennessee is a tax-free state. But you know, Missouri's trying to do that this November. It's actually, in my opinion, it's kind of big news. I don't hear people talking about it that much. I'm talking about it because I live here. It passed the Congress of Missouri, it passed the Senate of Missouri, and now it's up to the voters. This November, Missouri will vote to become a no tax state. So it will join the small group of states in the union that are no taxes, right? South Dakota, Wyoming, Alaska, technically Washington. Washington just passed like a rich people tax, so I don't know if you can count it anymore. You got Texas, you got Florida, and you got Tennessee. Those are all well, and then also you have New Hampshire, but they have like a sneaky business tax, so it's like it's sort of tax free. Missouri might be joining that group of states and becoming one of the no tax states. If it does, I am definitely staying because this is also considered the sixth cheapest state in the union. The tax burden in Missouri would be so low, it would be shocking. Not only that, Missouri was the first state to eliminate capital gains taxes. So if you sell a house in Missouri and the price on the house jumps from when you paid for it, there's no capital gains tax. What? It's fantastic. It is. Ooh. So it's the first state to do that, to remove capital gains. All right, you got a little matcha tea, Sinistra or something. Alabama's heading that route too. Yeah, I think all states are basically, if they're trying to be competitive, they're trying to claim that there are no income taxes. The truth is, these states then just reorganize the taxes to be like sales taxes or something like that. Like, for example, in Texas, you pay like a whopping 2% on your property tax, which makes Texas's total tax burden, I don't know, dude. It's not that much better than Missouri. Actually, today I was sitting down and doing a tax burden analysis between Missouri and Nevada, and I think I shared some of my findings in our Discord server. And what I discovered, the cost of living in Missouri is so much cheaper than Nevada that even though Missouri has a 4.7% income tax, it still beats Nevada. They're about the same price because the cost of a home out here uh, is lower, much lower, right? And then at the same time, your medical bills are cheaper, considerably cheaper. The cost of food is cheaper. There's no sales tax on the food. Oh no, that's not true. We have a sales tax on the food. It was Tennessee has a high sales tax on the food. That's right. And then our car insurance is way cheaper. Unfortunately for Nevada, they have one of the worst car insurance rates. And then also, weirdly, our home insurance rates are lower. So AI noted that. It was talking about how you actually pay higher insurance for your home in Nevada because apparently the cost of rebuilding a home in Nevada is higher than Missouri. So the houses are cheap out here and the price of construction is cheap too. So it just keeps the insurance rates lower. So it was weird when you stacked up all these advantages, you'd have to have just a bizarrely high income for Nevada to still make sense. Now, if I was to sell all of my Pokemon card collection all of a sudden, Nevada would still be the better option, right? Like, so if I, in theory, if I have like $1 million of Pokemon cards I could sell, and I just decided to list them all up, which I don't want to, but let's say I did, I listed them all up. You're pulling that nice Gengar there. I like that Gengar, Jen. We are. So you got the receiver and you got the Gengar. Could we get another SAR? That'd be nice. Here's Rotom. But yeah, if I wanted to liquidate all of a sudden, Las Vegas is still the better option. But if I wasn't going to liquidate, if I was just going to hold my cards, Missouri and Las Vegas about break even. You get this guy. Yay. He's like, going to kick your buns. Did you see the shipping message? Oh, I might have missed the shipping message. Hold on. Wait a second. Miss Jen says, oh, you must have said it in chat. I'll order again. Did I order one? I wanted one box. Oh, you ordered one of the Terror Festivals. Oh, that sucks. So I changed the price on the Terror Festivals. I was supposed to have already done that. When we created the new jumbo pack break, I had gone through and repriced everything. And I think we had decided to change the Terror Festival price. And it looks like I had never actually done it. So that kind of sucks. Here we are. No, I wanted to ask about shipping. Oh, let me see. So let's see. Shipping. Wanted to get shipping as well. Which one is better? Medium? Oh, all right. So we're calculating shipping prices. Haha. All right. So what we need to do is we need to understand how heavy your shipment was. That's what we need to do. All right. So let me toss this over here. One trick we can do, Jen, if you can decide if there's some stuff you don't want to ship to reduce the weight of your shipment. We are. Put those there. So for example, like these might not be fun to ship right away, but we can concentrate your stuff down just to like the hits. This receiver's basically junk. Okay. All right. So check this out. So we can get this down to this, right? Now we can go grab your bag. You can either ship 100% of your stuff out or we can reduce it to make it lighter. But the reason we'll make a decision on that is if we get over a certain point. But if I recall, didn't you have a lot? Let me see. So Jonathan, Chim, and Jeff Leon have their own boxes. Do you not have? Oh, yeah, you got your own box, but it's up here. Ha ha. So you got some heavy amounts of stuff. So you're sort of at a borderline where it might dip into the $80 price range, but it depends on how many slabs you had. If you didn't have many slabs, you might be good. Let's kind of start moving it around a little bit, shall we? Let's do a little moving around. Here we go. Okay, so Pokeball. Pokeball is kind of like, man. Okay. Psyduck's good, right? We like Psyduck. We like the Outlaw. There we go. I like this guy. He's kind of cute. All right, so let's move these here. So let's get you a concentration because I can tell you based on the way it looks like it's slightly above $40. You got these lovely guys. I'll give you some options here. Here's an over frame. So those are really nice. So you got your starlights and your over frame. So look how much cheaper the shipping can be if we just concentrate this down. You got a whole bunch of Japanese hollows in here. Okay, and you got a bunch of these. Okay, good. These, by the way, can also be traded in for the trade slab. That's a new thing we do, Miss Jen. So for international buyers, that actually might be a little tempting. Sometimes in the past, the international buyers would just donate their hollows because they didn't feel like paying the extra shipping, you know? So this should be kind of pricey, all of these hollows here. I think they are. Maybe not, actually. I don't know. Let's see. We got some of these. We got some of these. Do I have slabs? I actually do not remember. I'd have to go run down and go hunting for some slabs. So you were buying some of these lovely Dragon Balls. That's nice. Some SRs, some SRs. Okay, this bag seems to be a concentration of decent stuff. Oh, that's a Master Ball. Okay. All right. So we're definitely going into the $40 range for shipping, okay? Here's a nice one right here. Here's a nice one right here. Got a ton of hollows. Ah, that's good. There we go. See this? See this? You know, get these shipped out. Stuff that's worth grading or reselling, you know. All right, some of these Pokeballs. All right. So we got two tiers here. With this is your good tier of stuff. This is your good bag, and this will be $40 to ship. Now, question is, how much of this can we also fit in? Because we want to max it out. All right. If I recall, it goes up to 2 pounds, I believe, before it swaps into the heavier rate. So this is the priority bag. This is your hit bag. And then these three bags, not as good. So we can leave them behind and ship them at another time if we needed to. But I think part of the question is, did you have any slabs as part of the shipment? Because the slabs will change the weight of the shipment as well. I actually cannot remember if you had any slabs. Nope. I don't know what I have there. Sounds like we're gonna have to hunt down your stuff. Junk. Okay. But I'm betting you don't have a lot of slabs. If you can't remember, that to me suggests you probably do not have a lot of slabs. So I'm betting that won't play too heavy of a role. Junk. All right. So I marked these as junk. You just got a free bag sort hits. So you just got a quick free bag sort there. So this is what your stuff looks like. Okay. So we got this. This is a $40 shipment, anyways. That goes up to 2 pounds. And then we got all three of these bags. These are kind of like hollows, EXs, maybe stuff that's not quite as valuable. And then that's your hits over there. Now, if there were no slabs at all, this might all fit into a single $40 shipment. It might be close, actually. It might be right on the nose. Like 3 bags for sure is definitely going to go. Let's see. Once you narrow it down, there we go. Oops. Why don't you message me on Discord? Yeah, I should write that note or something because I'll head straight to bed after this. What time is it, by the way? 4:50. So I got to be in bed by 5. Of course, I don't always get to bed by 5. Come on. What is it doing? There it goes. Yeah, what are we looking at here? Oh, it's so close. All right, look at that. Look how good I am. 2.13 ounces. Look at that. Just 1 ounce over 2 pounds. See how good I am at this? I've done this so long. My hands like know what the weight of 2 pounds feels like. That's how long I've been doing this, guys. I said I think it's just over 2 pounds. Didn't I say that? So what we would want to do, we could leave one of these bags behind, and if you only have a couple slabs, we'll just toss it in. So I think you're ready to go. We could do. Here's what we could do, Jen. You could send in $40. We just leave one of these bags behind. We send out the 3 others and whatever slabs you got. I'll also have to bring those up to look into declarations. Have you had any recent issues with the Canadian declarations or anything like that? Here, let's grab these. I was asking a guy, he was in what country was he in? It was Marius Larson, and he's in what country was he in? Norway? Might have been Norway. And he was saying his stuff got hit by a checks. And we don't want that, but also we want to try and get you your stuff cheaply, you know? Yeah, grab this. We've been doing pretty good, Jen. We haven't had any kind of declarations issues in a while. So we're doing pretty good ourselves on the declarations. And those are so important to us because, if you can keep the declarations on the low side, that's good. There it is. Okay, good. So, what I like to do when it comes to Pokemon card declarations, what I like to do is I take the bag and I kind of just make a rough estimate, maybe, of what maybe the open cards are worth. I don't declare it based off of how much you spend on the sealed stuff. I go off of how much oh, so this is a bag of raw cards. Maybe it's worth 60 bucks or something like that, right? And then when they receive it, if they want to open it up and they want to try and calculate them, they can do that. But that's kind of what we do, because my opinion on it is once the booster packs are open, it's not the same product. That's my opinion on it. So if they want to fight over it, I think what they like to do is they like to ask for receipts. I've had that with I've had that with like LaFlame happen once, and that was probably the most annoying one. But so if they want to argue over it, I don't know. They probably would just ask to raise it, but yeah, it's such a ripoff, because but we haven't had any problems with it in a while. We've been shipping international this whole time. The last time we had trouble, it was quite a while ago. It was a French shipment, and it just it was kind of ridiculous one, to be honest with you. It was about it might have been about $4,000 of slabs, and I might have declared it for $40 or something. I don't remember. So it was kind of ridiculous, but I don't do anything like that so severe anymore. Sweden, I'm eating a dinner roll and butter for dinner. Yeah, Golden Corral's got rolls and butter. We are all right. So Jennifer, I think we can check for your slabs. I suspect unless you got like 20 slabs or something, if you just got like one or two or three slabs, if we ship 3 of your bags, we'll have enough room for a couple slabs anyways. So you could do a $40 shipment and we can send out like 3 bags and a couple slabs. Also, and that depends on where you want to ship it, by the way. So if you're wanting to do direct shipment versus like domestic shipment, you know what I'm saying? So it just depends on how you like to ship. But I'll work with you to try to keep those customs lower. But then again, if they want to try and challenge it or something, we'll have to be ready to deal with that too. So here's a Mark J. Valerian order. He says to give to 6 because I'm a simp and I hope her luck turns around. 1 Korean Inferno box. This is a gift from Mr. Mark to Miss 6. Here we are. All right. This is going to say 150. I don't know, Mark. That's pretty wild, man. We don't have one here. Please recommend some good cards for reselling here in Southeast Asia, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka. I just thinking about Sri Lanka. Why was that? I don't remember. I'll send 40. I think I only have a few slabs. Perfect. All right, there we go. Should be pretty easy, I think. Like I said, we actually haven't had any international problems in like years, actually. And I've been shipping international stuff left and right. But it has happened. It happened. I'll tell you, the biggest one, it was a Mr. LaFlame shipment. He had some amazing slabs in it too, man. He had some big, big, big cards. And we were just trying to slide it on by, maybe. We are. And they were like, so it got kind of caught. And that was stressful. I swear to God, I had some gray hairs from that. We are. There we go. All right, snipping this. I think the number one way we can reduce your import fee is to argue that, well, the cards are open now. So we have to go off of the open value of them. All right. So, Mr. Mark, that's my biggest argument is once the packs are open, you've transformed it into something else. Ooh. Like if I have a candy bar and I open it up and I eat the candy bar and then I ship the wrapper, is it still supposed to be processed as the price of a whole candy bar? Ooh, you got the stadium. All right. Here's Jenny Sect. Right, like once a pack is open, it can't be reversed. So it's fundamentally a new product. It's a raw card. So they could probably make some arguments about the value of the raw cards. But I don't think you can say, hey, you have to declare this as a sealed product. I think that's ridiculous. The other one is for the slabs, if you ever win a slab like in a break or like a gym break or like a Poke Shuffle or a live custom, I like to say that, hey, they only paid 40 bucks for that slab. That's the other one. So when I'm declaring the slabs, I go, they didn't pay $400 for this slab. They paid $40. And what's interesting about that perspective is we actually do have receipts for that. Why are we sleeving up these EXs? I'm not sleeving up these EXs. I'm gonna run out of sleeves. All right. Ooh, Ludicolo. Very nice. All right. Customs was like, Kamputa, show me these slabs value. Yeah. Yeah. That was a wild one. There we are. Here's Heavy Cross. Here's Dugong. Ooh. All right. All right. All right. All right. Empoleon. Now we're talking, baby. All right. Look at that, 6. Hey, I missed the slab rotation while working. Can you run it back? Any man says the slab rotation. What do you mean the slab rotation? You want me to rotate through all the slabs on the table? Is that what you're asking? I don't think they've changed. I think they're essentially the same group of slabs. All right, Mr. Mark donating a whopping $150 in one day. Bro, we are. Here's Ludicolo. You might as well subscribe to Six's Only Rats account. Thanks. Let me know if there's any price adjustment when you do pack my box. No problem. The trick we're going to use here, Jen, is we're going to take one of your bags that has basically just junky hollows in it, and it's going to probably stay behind. But we won't be shipping you out instantly like in this stream. What we will be doing is we'll be making this card right here. Ship Jen Y. And I will be going down there and locating all your slabs so we can get them appropriately analyzed, and we'll find out, what's necessary. So if let's say we don't really find too many slabs, we can take one of your bags with all the junk hollows and remove some of them, just a little bit, to get it just under 2 pounds. We gotta be just under 2 pounds. That's after the cardboard. That's after the packing material. We want it just under 2 pounds. That'll be perfect. All right, cool. We'll delete this. We have Mr. Pat Gibbs. He says, did you bring up the possible tag submissions? Just want to see what my options are. Hey, what's up, Pat? I don't know if I saw one for you. So I looked at them. They are in the family room. And I don't think I saw a Pat Gibbs submission to tag. So if you had a tag submission, it might have already gone out. Let me look. Tag sub, Pat Gibbs, Stitch Weiss. So there's your Stitch card. I don't see any others submitted. So you had a Stitch card submitted. But I don't know if I saw any others out there. I was working on the PSA submission actually. So if you had more than just that Stitch card, it may actually still be out there. The options are upgrade to PSA, send to CGC, or wait for tag to reopen. But yeah, you probably want me to still totally confirm if you have any other slabs. But I looked, I didn't see anything. But I can't say that I did 100% job there, because I know of another location where more tag subs might be waiting to go out, more tag cards. You are? Let's see. I had a very busy day, actually, believe it or not. Definitely shaving my toads. I think I need an only feed account to afford Pokemon cards. Yeah. Yeah, actually, I think I read that there's a lot of girls who will have like an OnlyFans account and then they will just go buy Pokemon cards with their money. I think I read that somewhere on like Instagram or something. All right. Miss Jen, there's the $40. Perfect. It's 5:01. Perfect. I was disappointed we didn't get another person for this gym break, but I bet you we get one Monday. What do we got? We got exactly 40 likes. Look at you guys. You guys are funny. So here are the breaks today. Trade, Jim, Sylveon. A lot of people wanted the Sylveon, but only one person jumped in. Interesting. Maybe people are maxed out on their credit cards right now. All right, but so we got all those. The pack split here has 2 spots. This one has 9 spots. Okay, no motion movement on the Naruto tin. That stayed the same. But also the One Piece box. This is a box break of One Piece. 1/3 filled already, so that's pretty cool. So that one's pretty good. It moved pretty fast right after he started. So definitely a lot of interest in that one. And We had some nice pulls out of the live customs today. Mr. Eddie Berto had a pretty good time in there. I think for $50, he got like $400 of poker slabs, almost $400. I'd probably say the same thing. Checks do the hit spot. Let's get that giveaway slab and hand it out. All right, Jen, I'm going to put you in here, Miss Jen. Sorry about the Terror Festival situation. You almost sniped me a box of those at an old price. They were supposed to have been updated. And then let's get this. Oh, no, wait. That was from the previous stream. What am I doing? That doesn't count. All right, so the keyword here is free. There we go. So type in the keyword free, and you can get into this giveaway. Free Ekans. All right, let's start handing out those spots. We've got Tyler. We've got Mr. Roos. We got 18. Risen Rose. I don't think I need to write the rest down. I can just remember the next two names. William Wafter and Patrick. All right, let's get it. Landing on 14. That's Sarah Dusenberry. All right, I think we gave Sarah Dusenberry a spot in here after she had a cold round in the Pokey Shuffles. There it is, Sarah. That's a vintage Ekans. It's only an 8, but it's still first edition Team Rocket. Ah, so nostalgic. So nostalgic. Okay. It's too bad those two guys got hidden because they were fun, huh? The two guys who were spamming. As much as I like playing around with those guys, at some point they become kind of unbearable, right? Maybe we shouldn't hide them. Maybe we should do a 24-hour ban, because I think you can do that, like a 24-hour ban. Let them come back. All right. Did the trade slab fill? No, the trade slab has one spot left in it. It was quite close to the end, but I think we're going to be saving that for tomorrow. I'm going to hop off and go to bed. I still got a stream for Monday. All right, so I hope you guys will be there. It was Rishi Shiva, and Gengar Lover missed a chance for a free one. Oh, you want to do 24-hour bound on them instead? Well, I think it's funny when they come back and there's, a bit more of the goofing about. We do tease them a little bit, I guess. Is that bad of me? I guess that could be bad of me. I don't know. Do you think I caused them emotional distress? Nah. I think longer than that, I think. Thank you, everyone, for being here for the Sunday nighttime stream. I'll see you for the Monday daytime stream. If you don't want to miss it, be sure to smash subscribe. It will help you know when we go live because YouTube will tell you. See you later, everybody.